3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. Are you all ready for another episode of WarHams?
Everything you touch is an illusion until blessed.
And it's time, boys, for episode 14 of WarHams. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back. I know the last year was an interesting one, but we're here in the new year. The new year, new WarHams, which looks exactly the fucking same. Overlay didn't change, but it's still the same. The same WarHams you know and love. And we're so happy to have you all with us. Thank you all so much for coming back. If you'd like to tell everybody that we are currently live now, the show has indeed started. We're starting a tiny bit early so we can go through our little morning announcements that we like to tell everybody. And also, one quick thing, thank everybody for purchasing some of our merch stuff. The Pie Hard shirt on Redbubble and all that other stuff has been doing pretty well. So thank you all so much for supporting us on that. That will go into helping the orphans and so on and so forth. Now, as we go through it, you might be wondering, hi, my friend told me about WarHams, and I have no idea what WarHams is. WarHams is a tabletop RPG show who plays Warhammer, the Warhammer 40k tabletop RPG called Wrath and Glory. And in Wrath and Glory, we have several dice. Now, you got to see the advertisement little thingy on the bottom right that's near the scroll. That basically tells you if you donate directly to the channel, you could basically buy one of these dice, and these dice help us out in the game and can also mess us up in the game. For example, the dice at the bottom right, which will now go up to 4. Now, what that 4 does is those are ruin die. Now, this is what the game master uses to mess us up. They basically use these things to basically go like, hey, you know what? I really don't like how well these players are doing. I think I'm going to absolutely destroy them. So I am now going to just use these points to give enemy special abilities, keep them alive longer, or just do nasty things to us in general. So those are what those are for, to basically, you know, mess all that up. Additionally, what you see these dice are going up right now would be starting with none right now, but just to kind of show you what they are, the bottom left dice, the golden looking eagle dice, are glory die. We use those very regularly. They help us increase things in damage. They help us basically do skill checks a lot better. Overall, they're very useful to us. They help us advance through the story and things a lot easier, and you guys can help us out basically by contributing to get some of those dice. But right now, we start with 0 at the beginning of every session, but we do have some special dice for each and every single one of us. You'll now see appearing under our little circle tokens a couple more dice. They look like silver die. These are wrath die. These basically help us kind of re-roll failed checks. Say, for example, if I make a check thing to do a thing and I had a bunch of dice that did not succeed because this is a D6 system, I spend one of those to re-roll all those failed ones, or I use them to make a narrative declaration. This is more like a cinematic game in a way. It's not like super tactical, you know, and all that stuff, but it's like it's more story-driven kind of stuff, and these help us advance the story. But of course, there's all this stuff, but who's going to be using these dice? Who's going to be, you know, advancing the story? What adventurers will come with us to help push us on through the world of the 41st millennium? And I would like to introduce you to the ones who help bring all of this together, starting with Braine, our Skitarii Ranger, played by Speaker D.
Yes, I am Speaker D. I play Braine, the adventurous, reckless bulldozer of a Skitarii Ranger with his trusty power sword. I am also one of the lead writers of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, the voice actor for the God Emperor of Mankind, and Astrobail Vect. And I'd also like to remind you all that Edge and Christian never officially stopped being vampires after they left the Brood. Never saw it happen. Still vampires.
And the one to purge the vampires are inquisitorial acolyte Reeb Van Horn, played by Mr. Earndil.
Yes, I am Earndil, and I am one of the other lead writers on If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device and occasional voice actor, as well as general handyman. I do everything before the show because I am dead. And I'm going to be playing as Reeb, and he's going to be himself in this show.
And the one playing the psyker of the group, the crazed old man, the man from Fenrisian land, rather, is me. I'm playing Lorn. Basically, I'm the voice actor for Lehman Russ in If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. And I'll be playing Lorn, and you're on my channel. And we must not forget Captain of the Debt Collector, our resident rogue trader, Captain Zedek, played by HulkyKrow.
That is me. I am HulkyKrow. I am a on-again, off-again voice actor for The Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I play Kayvon Shrike and a couple other assorted screaming characters that Alpha Buso occasionally calls me up and asks me for my pain voices. I'm also the proud owner of one giant stuffed Appleton. He is a wonderful addition to my household.
And the ones who also like to eat apples, I heard, is the one who's going to be destroying us all utterly. We've been hearing people saying we've been having an easy ride thus far. A very easy ride. And they're like, oh, these guys don't face any real peril in the 41st millennium. It's just a bunch of, chuckle fucks to most of these guys. But I feel this game master might have some future plans for us. And his name is Thurston Hillman.
Hello.
And that's all he usually has to say. We're going to ignore everything.
Yeah, wow. Just, I had a whole thing ready this time, and you just fucking steal it from me. Hi, no, my name's Thurston Hillman. I am the Pathfinder Society person for Paizo is my job, and I come here and I enjoy hurting these players, and I'm very excited for this, which is kind of the actual official wrap-up episode for our first season, as we will be then in subsequent weeks going into our next season. Also, you may think I'm a bad person, but remember, there's someone out there who's making Rule 34 of the Pillsbury Doughboy. Woohoo!
I didn't need this, Thurston. I didn't need this information.
I told you, I'm stepping up my game this time.
All right, so we're going to turn that off. So welcome everyone back to WarHams. We're not going to go into any further announcements right now. Just remember that we will get things wrong. We're probably going to mess up a rule. There's probably going to be a lore thing for 40K that we might mess up. So please don't get too mad at us. If you're going to get real mad for someone who didn't remember a specific detail in a book, I'm sorry. We're just going to keep going in life. So we appreciate everybody who does give us a heads up, though, respectfully, to be like, hey, this is actually the lore bit, so we can better fix that in the future, which you guys have been super awesome with, basically in the past when you've reminded us of stuff that we may have messed up, rules-wise, lore-wise, etc. We're human beings. We're not perfect, but we do fight for the God Emperor of mankind. And Mr. Thurston Hillman, what chaos forces do you have prepared for us today?
Yes. Well, as we last left off, our players had managed to take control of the Mortis Carcerum prison complex after inciting a riot, and after rejoining with Lorn, they explored during this riot. They went to the chapel to facilitate communication to the upper level where they had their demands heard, and the senior arbitrator, McLawdoter, she agreed to the PC's demands, but then communications were suddenly cut. And so our intrepid adventurers headed up the vast elevator that led to the upper levels of the Mortis Carcerum, otherwise known as the Lex. And in there they found themselves in complete darkness. And then witnessed a scene of Xenos creatures in the hangar deck. Some of them taking away the supreme head judge of the facility into some kind of portal. And then as we ended our session, the lights went out, placing our intrepid adventurers in darkness.
How much
What is
more
everyone
could it be?
As you are all in darkness after witnessing the terrifying Xenos creatures, their lanky bodies, and then all the lights go off, and you can hear the sounds of shutters closing.
Of course, me being the resident psyker, I attempted to cast Orb, but unfortunately, I still can't. I still can't cast anything. Yeah, I have inhibitors on me that prevent me from doing psychic powers currently. So,
and you hear nothing. Like, it's just utter silence. The only thing is the slight resonance of the clang as the shutters have come down, leaving all of you in complete darkness.
As a reminder, we were like in a hangar or whatever, or in like a overhang.
You were overlooking
down at some Dark Eldar before.
Yeah.
Observatory looking into the hangar, right?
Yeah. There was a door out, but now obviously none of you can see it.
Gentlemen, I hate to report, we've got elf problems.
Elves. Come on.
Ah, joy of the Eldar to finally join us.
Come on, Braine. I grab Braine. Like he's weighs nothing.
As you
Then I take-
are you
then I
fumbling
take-
in the darkness to get him?
I mean, I should be able to see him because his eyes are glowing.
That's fair. That's fair. Yes,
so-
his eyes are the only thing.
So I
glowing
grab
in this utter
him,
dark-
I take his head
hold.
and twist it till I hear a click, and then his eyes should be like super bright, like giant flashlights, and I start to slow down.
I mean,
Don't break
like
his
a
neck.
basic flashlight. I'll give you that. If you want anything brighter, that's a narrative declaration, sir.
Could I
that's
attempt
enough.
a tech check to overload my lumens to make it brighter?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll let you complicate this. This sounds fucking great.
What's
yeah.
the worst that could happen?
Oh,
Oh,
goddammit.
7 successes.
7
7.
I'm glad we're in 2021 and the spite train for me is already well
It's a
underway.
fresh, clean slate that you will immediately dirty.
Death.
Yeah, so you're able to get to about the same brightness as like a regular lumen. So your face projects a cone of light in front of you, allowing you to pinpoint the door here.
I'm going to begin to proceed through the door like it's a fucking horror game. Slowly but surely. And I assume it's like a slide door.
No, it's this one is kind of like a thick airlock door. You can tell that this is probably whatever their last opportunity is to seal off the lower levels, or if they wanted to have someone come up here and sort of wait. It's kind of one of those like big, almost like airlock doors you'd see on a submarine with sort of a like rotating circular handle. You'd need someone really strong to start moving this.
It's really funny of you to say that we still have our very large wizard.
Bigman.
Yes, I'm a large wizard. I would like to
Bigman.
attempt an appropriate check in which to open thine door.
Yeah, that would just be like a regular strength test.
Strength it does, and I got a 2.
You're having some
Fail.
difficulty here.
Ah,
Start to see them.
Don't worry. I'm sure this is a really good use for it. I will proceed to re-roll with a wrath point.
Absolutely. Oh, fine. Yeah, you have a bit of initial problems, but after the kind of regaining and resetting yourself, you just start turning it, and you all hear this terrifying metal screeching sound, like as he's just moving this circular handle, and the door gives way, and there's this almost like a pneumatic hiss, like as it opens up. And you see like red emergency lighting on the other side, and immediately you start hearing this sound, this coming from the other side
Of the wall?
of the door. Like as the door is kind of cracked open, you hear something in the adjoining room. Some kind of like.
Is this wide enough for us to get through, or?
Like Lorn, you can easily open it now if you want to just open the door.
Yeah, I'm just shoving it completely open, and I shine my pi flashlight over to the sound, or the origin of the sound.
You are jacked AF, King.
Reeb
As your head is reoriented, Pi Braine, and you say that, your lumens come across a solitary figure, riddled with wounds and seeping blood in the corner of the room, and you can see the carapace armor of one of the Arbites as he's clutching a shotgun in the corner of the room, and you just hear this like sputtering. My name's Trooper Landhest.
I immediately throw a pie at him.
Yeah, and you go like staggering towards him, Pi, and he just like you see this trooper on the ground. He's just like, it's my second and last day on the job.
Oh. Yes, you are one of the idiots I beat up. Reeb, make him bleed less.
I'm going to assume, with just like a basic understanding of Medicaid, that he's probably not savable.
You could give me a Medicaid test to see what you find out.
I mean,
you don't have any of your tools with you, so obviously, you would need to do a Medicaid test just to get a sense of what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not really doing a whole lot to help him at this juncture. I think he's kind of hosed, but I will do a Medicaid nonetheless, and I will get I get an 8.
An 8 is absolutely enough to tell that this poor unfortunate trooper has taken just an immense amount of damage. It looks like there's these tiny serrated points in his armor, but as you're sort of looking over some of the wounds that have appeared on him or underneath his armor, you also can see the telltale signs of necrosis on the skin and what looks to be some kind of shards that have been embedded in the skin that have introduced some kind of toxic element into it.
Young man?
Yeah.
I'm going to, while I'm talking with him, I'm going to reach for the shotgun that I'm assuming he's not holding terribly tightly.
No. You can grab it out of his head. It's yeah. I guess that I'm not gonna make it, Doc.
Unfortunately, no, young man. Can you at least tell us the direction of the equipment lockup? There's little I can do for you at this juncture.
I thought so. And he kind of coughs up a bit more. Well, it's okay. You've just got to make it through the halls. But those things, they're all in the halls. They're wandering the halls, gunning down. But if you can make it to the other side, that's where the senior the senior arbitrator McLeod's there. She's got the rest of them. I was heading there, but then I ran into one of them. Well, my shotgun, and he invisibly seems to still be holding the shotgun even though you've taken it. He's acting like he's still holding it. It was help me get here. And he's coughing up some blood that you see dribbling out of his helmet. And
you've done enough, young man. Go ahead. Close your eyes now.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
Jesus.
What weapon do you have?
Christ.
This is a shotgun he just took from him, probably.
I thought your bedside manner was bad before, but this is ridiculous.
Listen, if you get shot by Drukhari weapons, the best you can be is Dr. Kevorkian.
That's true. That is
yeah.
Yeah, you just so with the shotgun, there's just this chunk, boom, and then this splatter of red as Trooper Hess's body goes limp and he just is completely done. You can also tell that the armor that he's wearing is just completely broken and useless and probably not even form-fitting to all of you.
Well, this certainly elucidates some problems. It's the bloody Dark Eldar. Of course it would be.
What do you know of these Dark Eldar, Reeb?
Well, I can tell you for certain that Reeb's going to lean down to Hest's body. Is there a spike that's still jutting out of him anywhere?
It's not so much spikes that are in him. It looks like the weapons that have hit into him and where you see the wounds are various splinters that have broken off. Almost like a high velocity crystal has hit and smashed and then broke apart inside.
Is there one solid enough for me to retrieve?
Yes. However, I will require you, in order to properly retrieve one, to make me a difficulty 4 Medicaid check.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'll give you a 6.
No problem. You can extract it with no problems and even put it into a sealed container if you'd like.
Yeah, I stow it away on my person just somewhere for later inspection and use.
Yeah.
These weapons are not what I would call pleasant to deal with. In this situation, it appears as though they are likely here. Well, they were obviously looking for someone, weren't they? Given the fact that the senior arbitrator has, well, vacated the building.
We were set up between these Xenos attacking the mysterious circumstances with which our dear friend Defuckably operates.
Defuckably.
No doubt we're caught in some sort of nefarious trap. We need to think very clearly if we want to escape or get anyone off of this terrible cage place.
I would suggest we follow Hest's last bit of information and head towards lockup so we may retrieve our weapons. That would be most useful. And to be honest with you, I'm not overly fond of large belchers like this, but it will do. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank God.
For audio people, he put a giant explosion thing on Hess's face in Roll20, so it looks like he's just perpetually exploding.
Gentlemen, I suppose it goes without saying, I am not very well versed with these dark Eldar. I know of them in my perusings, and I had supposed I would never come across them, but it seems as though I'm going to check something off the list this year.
Fate makes fools of us all in time.
Indeed.
I would have asked you if they plan on blowing up stations like this after they retrieve their quarry.
I am not one on the Captain, I'm not one on the psychology, but given the fact that they were exceptionally cruel to this young man who was simply doing the Emperor's will, I would say it is perfectly within their wheel well.
Then by all means, let's make haste and not stick around becoming yet another piece of floating space detritus, not unlike Trooper Hest's head.
Reeb, can you give me a scholar check?
I would love to give you a scholar.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Plato, and I'll give you a Plato. I'll get a 9 and a glory.
Lord, 9 and a glory. All right, yeah. You know a lot about the Drukari, the Dark Eldar. You would know. I trust you in terms of what you know. With a 9, you basically know like anything an average Warhammer 40,000 player would know about them.
I want to tone it down just a bit because he is just like a junior. He's a junior Inquisitor, not like a full-fledged.
But in case like you have a good sense of like, their weaponry, and you obviously don't know like tons about their inner workings or whatnot, but like you can certainly deduce that their weapon types and what you're seeing here is
Splinter rifle, very fun, very cool weapon. I love the Dark Eldar. They are fun. I'm lying, they're not.
They are very fun.
Okay, Vect.
I know.
We need to be careful. They will likely be using all manner of trickery against us. Keep your heads on a swivel and your eyes peeled, gentlemen. I don't think you need to see what happens when you get ambushed.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to stand over this young man's body, and I'm just going to give him a brief Skitarii salute. Goodbye, Trooper Hest. And farewell.
Reeb.
Yes, Lorn?
Reeb, I'm quite curious as to what these things are. I've never heard of a weapon that would fire crystals at people. What type of other weapons would they have?
I don't have my...
For me?
I would say that you would be wanting to hold your breath. You would want to get behind cover. They have all manner and array. There are too many names right now, my good man. But I assure you, the names are all deliciously, and by deliciously I mean depravedly, unpleasant, dark, and annoying. Such as the Eldar naming conventions.
But, like, what?
I assure you, Reeb, there are none more annoying than us.
That's true.
Reeb is going to raise an eyebrow at that.
I want to contend with that, but
the eyebrow goes up.
We'll save the arguments and the debates for another day. Let's get off this station and get our stuff before we die.
One before the other.
Yes.
So this room, just to set the scene now that you're inside it and have like gone up to Trooper Hest, there's basically it's a small just arterial hall with another door that is partly open on the other side. Just through the lumens of Braine's eyes, you can see past the door, you see that it connects just to an utter maze of halls and like crawl spaces. You went through that area on your way down originally, though you had a guide who was like leading you through this labyrinth of tunnels and halls. From what Trooper Hest has said, this sort of tunnel maze is the opposite end of it is where you would find McLaw-Doder and the surviving arbitrators.
Pi,
Nice.
didn't you download an entire map of this complex when you kind of set everything on fire?
Oh, yes, I
The
did
prison.
do this.
The prison, not up here.
However, the prison was disconnected from the rest of this area.
Damn,
I know, it was very inconvenient.
this is an inconvenient truth indeed. Does anybody have anything? Because I'm, well, as good as I am
I'm
at flying a
assuming
ship.
We're following Lanhest's last directions, right?
Yeah.
That's
Through the tunnels, gentlemen.
Mhm.
Through the tunnel. Have
through
no
the sewers.
fear. Have no fear, for Muscle Wizard is here. And you'll just
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly
Trudging
intimidated by Lorn.
And
It's just-
Lorn, you go to the door,
It's
and
just
as
going
you
through.
like pull open the door, you start hearing something echoing down the distant halls, bounced around by the walls here, and you just hear this, yo ho, it's off to plunder we go.
Oh,
Oh, they're bloody pirates.
Pirates?
The freebooters.
Okay, that's just one.
freebooters.
There's orcs too. You're telling me there's orcs too.
No, not freebooters, freebooters.
There's
I
a
just-
difference?
Yes.
I wanted to point out, pirates, like it has my name in it. Okay, that's funny. We should fucking murder them.
Let's see what they rate, Pi. Let's go together.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, so you
Silently
make it.
fuming, I
Okay,
missed that one.
so you enter the halls, and as you enter the halls here, how are you going to like go about navigating these halls without a map?
Well, could I potentially use my expertise on the Forge World to perhaps guess as to the general presumptive layout of a space station like this?
What skill are you attempting to bullshit that explanation into?
I don't think it's too much of a bullshit to tech, but if you want me to use Scholar, that might be more appropriate.
Scholar would be more appropriate, just in that case. Other skills that you might want to do would be something like survival, stealth. All of those are really good.
Maybe they would be. But can I use a Scholar? Okay, no, I'll use Survival.
You can certainly use Scholar. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'll, yeah, so long as it's not too much a stretch, I don't really mind.
Pi uses his Doom 3 auto map.
I use my,
Yeah.
I use weapon skill to punch the hallways. I'm going to spend 2 glory on this.
Okay.
All
Roll
right.
it.
Let's go.
Go!
That's 7 successes, gentlemen.
You have a general idea of the direction you're going. The only thing that will be difficult here is making sure you can go into areas that hopefully don't have these kind of these Drukhari raiders in them. So for that case, like with that skill pie, you're going to be able to direct the group. You'll be able to sort of lead the way and where to go. The remaining 3 of you, what do you all want to focus on as you're traveling? Because it seems like Braine has a good idea of the direction and where to go. Each of you kind of have an opportunity here to use some skills, whether it be something like stealth to try to stay hidden, or survival to sort of like be aware of tracks of like Dark Eldar that are
Tracks?
or even awareness, like that sort of stuff.
Well, the thing is,
Let's
is
start
like,
with Reeb. Yeah.
the thing is like well, I suppose maybe they might have left some. Can I do an investigation to see if there's been any weapons fired down this hallway?
Oh, absolutely. Investigation is a great skill here as well, just to sort of suss out what's happening here. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you a 5.
Oh, yeah, you can certainly see weapons discharge. There's, as you're even going down the initial hallways, you're seeing that some of the walls of the structure here have been blasted by some of those crystals that have impacted the walls immediately shattered and then fallen on the ground. There's some like small debris, though a lot of it's dissolved. You can see further down that there's clearly shotgun and even in a few places what appear to be like bolt rounds that have detonated in sections of the walls, on crates. It looks like there's been running fights throughout these halls, and like as you are continuing this investigation, you just start hearing from far away like, no, no, and then occasionally, yo ho, it's off to plunder we go, echoing ominously down the halls.
So, are any of the... I'm assuming, obviously, the bolt rounds have exploded against the wall. What about the Eldar rounds? Like, are they still all using the splinter rifles, or are they divvying it? Are they changing it up?
It looks to be predominantly those kind of like splinter crystal, and a couple of them are a bit larger. The only thing that is strange and you can't pinpoint is that there appears to be some section of wall that looks almost warped.
Good. I know what that means. All right. Well, so we're probably gonna have to deal with anti-cover weapon. Good. Love that. Fantastic. I love Eldar weapons. They all do the same basic shit. They either shoot a weird ass projectile or they distort time and space in some stupid asshole elf way.
Mind freak.
Stupid.
Captain Zedek, what are you doing as you see that Reeb is doing all this investigation and Braine is directing you down the halls? What are you doing, Captain Zedek?
Seeing as those two are kind of seeing what we're dealing with and how to get to what we're dealing with, I'm wondering if I could use maybe cunning, if not awareness, to see if we can make our traversal to the lockup that much stealthier by kind of timing our heavier movements or anything we're doing, like investigating, to using the ambient sounds of the slaughter going on in the background to kind of get closer. So just like plotting out when we're timing how we're moving, essentially.
I would give you awareness or stealth. Cunning as a skill is more about like meeting people and contacts.
Okay.
So yes, either awareness or stealth, your choice.
Neither one is particularly good, so let's see. I'm going to use... Can I use 2 glory on this one?
You can. You're 4.
I'll do 1. 1 glory, then.
Okay, 1 glory is used.
As a treat.
Do awareness.
Yeah, it's a little pudding pop. There you go.
Little pudding pop.
Oh boy, it's a 1.
Okay, so you completely botched this. Like your allies are being very competent at what they're doing, and you're kind of like Captain Morganing, walking up, looking around, like maybe we should go, and then Braine will walk brusquely past you and point the right direction you're supposed to go.
That away.
But what if I chose to wrath it so I can not fail the first roll?
You can.
I mean, you could. You've currently just looked at a dark future. I mean, certainly you could wrath it.
I'm gonna take the L. I feel like
Take the L.
We'll take the L.
Take the L, Cap.
I'm gonna need this later on, I'm sure.
You Captain Zedek sees the dark future, pauses, thinks of the alternate futures, and realizes, nah, for me this is pretty okay. Let's stick with this.
It's not the worst failure yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a failure, not a complication. Just suck.
Oh, now that you've said that, you've really done it now.
Oh no, have I?
I'm glad I packed extra pants for this adventure.
Alrighty. Lorn, what are you doing as your companions have all taken on their individual roles? What would you like to do with your...
I have no skills. Can I just intimidate the traps to show themselves?
You may certainly give me an intimidation check if you would like.
Okay, intimidate. 14.
Wow!
Does 14 do it for you?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
So it's a 14 work, right? So all the traps show themselves and immediately disable themselves, right? Right? Because I'm giving off so much strong, intimidating energy, and with even though the inhibitor's on my neck, it is combined with like some psychic energy that combines with the intimidation to where I'm basically looking down a hallway going, "Traps be gone!" And then something happens, maybe. Right?
A million bear traps activate.
Yeah, like suddenly you just see the hall like. It appears that any kind of traps in the hall shirk and disappear from reality in fear of your passing down the halls. Your footfalls seem to send reverberations down the tunnels as you walk, though you do manage to scare off many of these traps. Something else comes to mind. Yo ho. It's off to plunder we go.
You don't know, say
As the voices get closer and closer. Yeah, you hear them. They're very close now. What are you all going to do?
Let us continue moving.
Like how close? Is it scale of like around the corner close, or around, or
Quite
like
possibly around the corner.
We should probably get into cover, or at least try to ambush them.
Do we have okay, so they're coming close. Presumably there's at least two areas where they could be coming from.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of like break off halls. You're going down sort of a main arterial hall, and then every 10 or so feet there's sort of break off tiny halls that lead off, or even vents. Like I say, this place is very disorienting. It's kind of a combination of primary arterial and then just all these secondary halls and maintenance conduits that are all linked together.
I hate these E-tier epsilon designs. So disorientating. Perhaps we should find another path.
What do you do with a drunken monkey? What do you do with a drunken monkey?
Monkey. No. Okay, we're going to kill them.
I thought that was pre-established.
So if Lorn... So did Lorn deactivate all the traps by screaming?
Yes.
Is there one nearby?
No, all of the imaginary bear traps detonated and then disappeared.
Good. So
He's saying there's just no traps. He's fucking.
Yeah, and there were no traps. I was just giving him something because he rolled a fucking 14.
he gave me a pat on the back with an illusion.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Can I tell that it's coming from one or the other hallway, or is it just too cacophonous?
Give me an awareness test.
Okay. Awareness. Fire the awareness beam. Fire the awareness beam. Get a 3.
The awareness beam.
You can tell it's coming from up ahead.
So can I brace myself on the opposite side of like the entrance with the shotgun ready so I can blambush?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Nothing. You just you brace yourself and kind of like go behind some crates that are in the hall and have your shotgun ready.
I do as Lorn does and I pump it.
Of course. The other three of you see Reeb do this. What do you do?
I follow Reeb's example, which was my example, by standing in the middle of the hallway, ready to charge at whatever shows itself, and I like kind of grab my wrists or whatever and go, and a shell comes out.
The shell comes out of your bicep. Yes. All right. Braine?
I will be hiding in ambush in one of the arterial hallways that does not seem to be where the voices are coming from, ready to run them through.
And Captain...
No.
I will...
And... Braine, and...
And I'm... What? I'm going...
Everyone else is doing it.
Oh, right! I forgot!
Stop screaming, you fool!
I am sorry. I am very excited to
With the fucking program, man. Like, we had a whole thing set up.
I don't have the plasma gun. I cannot.
So as Lorn and Braine are having this, Captain Zedek, you're still standing there, kind of in front, because Lorn has turned around now to admonish Braine. Turning around the corner are 3 figures in this slate green armor that sort of shines in the dull lumens here, especially those coming off of Braine's face. And they have this intricate spiked design. Their armor is just serrated, and they carry these 3 utterly alien weapons that look like rifles, but you could be mistaken. And their eyes jut up, and you see these sort of yellow slits where their eyes should be on their helmets, and they turn and they're, "Yar, mateys, we got them!" And they all raise their rifles. So it is a combat situation. Who would like to go first? Because one of you gets to act first.
Can I get in the cover, please?
Can I please have some cover?
I don't want to get melted.
Miles O'Brien, can I please have some cover?
Would you like to go first, Captain Zedek?
Am I allowed to go first, guys?
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead.
You may go.
I will take the opportunity to get into cover. I attempt a hallway which is closest, or if I'm just behind near some crates, to duck behind the crates.
Yeah. You can get into one of the like arterial that even has some crates by it, so you're kind of in some cover. Absolutely. But do you still want to be able to shoot out from?
I mean, I'll spring back up if need be.
Okay, so you're just moving into like full cover. Then you're getting out of line of sight.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah. You dash out and go behind cover. And that is your action. Cool. One of them sort of looks over at you, Lorn, and raises up its rifle weapon.
Bad choice.
And it takes a shot at you.
Bad choice. Again, it rolled a 2.
It rolled a 2, which I think does not match your defense, correct?
I will double check because I've not memorized the thingy, and I think my defense is 1. Still?
Oh, good.
So
good.
I don't think we ever adjusted that, so it's still 1.
No, it is still 1. I mean, you're a chunky boy. All right, and it will hit you for 11 points of damage.
Cool. I will then do that of the resilience, and because this character sheet is fucking weird, I have to find what the determinations rolls are.
Good.
Learn.
It's not learning. I physically can't see it. Like, it's not even... Wait, there it is.
Yeah.
It is there, but I can't, like, roll for it.
Oh, well, just roll a toughness test then. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Blah. How many do I succeed? 2. So my
3.
resilience is 6, 7, 8. I lose 2 shock because ow.
3. You made.
Zoran,
3.
you rolled a 3.
You rolled.
Did
a 3.
I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I just counted 1, 2 of them.
So you would get 3 shock and then take 1 damage.
Yeah, got it.
As these searing bolts smack into your flesh, and you feel like your skin necrotize as they hit you, and you also gain the poisoned condition.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
What did the poison condition do?
Tell us.
I will show you to players. You've been inflicted with poison. You basically take a +2 difficulty on all your tests, unless someone medicates you before, or you make a toughness test at the start of your turn. The difficulty for this is 3.
Now you need Medicaid.
It's true.
Now I need assistance. I see.
Almost like I'm
I see.
designing encounters based on your respective strengths and or weaknesses.
Disgusting.
All right, it's up to you guys. Who would like to go?
Well,
don't they get to shoot a guy?
yeah.
No, just that was they did. They just shot Lorn. They just
All right.
one of the 3 of them went. I'm not having them all act at once.
I'm
like,
sorry, I had a stroke. Yeah, I guess I
forget
could.
your friend in peril.
Guys, I'm right up next to the door with a shotgun. I could probably kill one.
Well, go for it. Let Reeb go.
Go for it.
So is there one immediately near me that I could just push the shotgun into and be like kaboo?
I mean, yeah. Like the one that stepped up and shot at Lorn is kind of advanced now, so is probably within just 4 meters of you if you pop out and then shoot.
I shall lean out of the corner like a cover shooter, and I shall blast him with the shotgun that I don't have the stats for.
That's fine. Just make a ballistic skill test.
Based skill.
Based on
You rolled a
what?
4.
A 4 is, in this case, I don't think it is enough.
Okay. May I take some glory to make that better?
I'm fine with it. We have 3 left.
Yeah, you need a 5 for these guys. They're incredibly agile.
So I will take 2 glory.
Okay, 2 glory.
That gets me 2.
There you go. You're up to 6, so that will hit.
Nice.
Blam.
The weapon that you are currently using, a shotgun, combat shotgun, I should say, is 9. So roll 1d6 for the extra damage dice.
1d6 for extra damage.
Yeah.
5.
5. So you'll do 10 damage to him right up close. That smashes into this Xenos, and him down. Point blank shot. Yeah. Just smokes him in the chest. He goes flying back. You could see the sort of pattern of the shell discharge, and he just collapses on the ground as the other.
There's some Judge Dredd shit where you hear like a Wilhelm scream, like yeah, and then just hits the wall behind.
Flies. In fact, the one Dark Eldar flies between his 2 buddies from the discharge and smashes against the wall, and you even hear the like cracking of his elongated, terrible, filthy alien neck as he slumps on the floor and dies.
I pump the shotgun and discharge a shell.
Let's actually do it.
And then I leap back around the corner.
Yeah. So you'll get cover, but what's going to happen now is that I'm going to go, and I'm going to have one of those 2 like rush up at the corner, turn and shoot you. You'll still be able to get some cover from what you have there, so your defense will go up by 2. But one of these foul Xenos turns the corner and raises its rifle towards you and takes a shot on you.
Just a singular shot?
Yep.
My defense, in cover, my defense is 3.
So it'd be, it'll still hit. Because I rolled a 4. So you've got this cover, you're sort of using it, but then this creature turns the corner, angles its gun and takes a shot. These bolts come flying out towards you. They strike you in the side for a total of 10 points of damage. So the resilience is 8. You can use determination on the remaining 2 to see if you can just soak that if you want.
Everyone's telling you it should be 4 defense, but I assume even if it didn't meet his defense, it would still go through, right? Or
if it meets, it still hits. So
so it doesn't matter. Depending on the cover he is, I don't think it's +1. Is it +2 or +1?
Either way, it should be +2, but either way, it still hits.
Yeah, it still hits.
If it was +2, that would be fine, because it'd be 5.
Wait, what's your base defense? Is the sheet wrong? Sorry.
My base defense is 3.
Oh, okay. So the sheet,
I need to fix that at that point, because I thought I had it updated. Oh well.
Okay. Then it hits the cover, smacks into the crate, and sort of like flies off. So that will be a miss. Who would like to go next?
I pump the shotgun.
I'll let Braine go.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
I am going to, sprinting out of cover. I'm presumably nearby Reeb. I'm going to run out. I'm going to reach out, grab this Drukhari by the face with one hand, keep running, and then go to the other one, and then try to grab them by the face, turn around, and smash them against the wall. I want to make a multi-action grapple check on both of these individuals.
Oh, okay. So that's cool.
Sounds like a lot of strength checks.
It's just basically a grapple with like +2 difficulty number.
We get it, you're wrestling.
I'm wrestling. Actually, if I wanted to wrestle, but I don't do good unarmed damage. I would have done a lariat.
Okay, so first of all, you can only do like the grapple multi-targets if you start beside them. I'll let you do the run cool thing, but you have to spend a wrath point to narratively declare that.
Would I? In that case,
the regular rules.
In that case, I'll just fucking smoke this guy. I'll just run up and...
Cigar?
Yeah, man. No, I can't smoke. He does not have lungs. Yeah.
I mean,
so
I'll
I'm-
let you grapple and move one, but it's just like I'm not going to let you grapple, move, grapple another one because that's like clearly outside regular rules.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I was hoping to grab them both so we wouldn't get shot at. So, like, I was hoping to remove that threat. If I can't do that, then I'll probably just try my luck trying to get this guy. Since I'm pretty confident that Lorn can smoke that other Dark Eldar.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to hit this guy with my great sword and charge at him.
Cool. Do it up.
You know what it is, fam.
I do.
I've rolled it with a grand total of 4 successes, despite
You
my
miss.
I miss.
Yes.
You miss.
I just asked
missed.
for 4s.
That's not true, because I'm
Okay.
using a wrath to reroll. And I
get a
get
6.
6.
I would have laughed if they all failed.
Oh, I know.
it's just fuck.
For so many reasons, I would have laughed. All right, yeah, you strike the Xenos.
Am I shifting anything? Okay.
No.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to use our 2 glory to shift some damage. And,
Actually,
yeah,
we just got
Oh, yeah.
2 right now, so that 2 is now for you. So we have 2 left.
oh, lovely. In that case, yeah, just do 2 damage on top of it, then automatically, and then I'll just roll damage now.
Sure.
So it is going to be for a grand total of
11.
13 damage.
Well, 11, because it calculates that in the thing, right?
Yep.
Oh, but I was spending 2 glory to get 2 automatically.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
To be fair.
I got
I
you,
forgot
fam.
I thought
Okay,
it was-
No worries.
and then I will roll determination.
For that one person I did forget it, I will get you. Don't.
Yeah, you clobberlang this one into death with your great weapon. Which you come, there is this shattering sound of this strange alien armor as you smash into the conical head, and debris goes flying out and kind of like falls onto the floor beside you.
I'm going to point my sword at the next one, and I'm going to say, if you were smart, you'd shoot me next.
And then he will.
He obliges you.
What a nice guy. People always say these Dark Eldar are such bad people. They seem pretty
They
agreeable. to me.
conveniently shoot your buddies.
Yeah.
Very nice of them.
And yeah, so that's a thing. It raises up its weapon. It's like
And-
really
and
close to
Thurston.
you.
And
Yes.
Thurston, as happy as you
Yes.
were to say that, I forgot to fulfill this person's thing, so I want to apologize
Okay.
to Dean Drimsey, because it was supposed to happen a couple things ago, but I'm multitasking like crazy. So that one, due to him or her, is going to be a complication.
Perfect. Well, let's see if I even manage to hit. It's going to raise its necromantic deprivator at you and fire.
Ah! Okay, well.
It will
I'll
hit.
hit.
That
With an eight,
fucking
it'll hit.
hits
What's your
me.
defense? What's your defense?
It's
Spy?
really high, but it's not that high. I've
What is
got it should be
5 in
defense
melee?
5. Yeah, 5.
Is
because,
it- You're not.
well, it either be 5 in melee or 5 because of cover.
Why you don't have
Oh,
cover?
if I don't
You ran
have
into
cover?
the middle of the hall.
Oh yeah, if there's no cover then, yeah. Lol.
Yeah. So what? So
Okay.
is your defense 4?
Yeah, defense 4.
So I'll shift 2 on this. I will get to the complication after. So I will shift 2, and then I will also take advantage of the fact that it is rapid fire and you are in short range. So that will also add to the extra damage here. So in this case, yeah. He's going to get a grand total of 4 bonus damage dice on this damage roll. As he just sprays into you. You hear the discharge of crystal as this Eldari looks at you, and in response to your statement of "you should shoot me next," it kind of like vigorously nods and fires. For 17 points of damage. Hot damn!
Owie!
With three 6s on that, so yeah.
That's rather rude.
Pulse laser.
Yeah, what was his complication again?
The complication now that he's finished is that his weapon goes out of ammo because he has unloaded everything into pipe, and there's just this like spray of click, click as the crystals stop firing.
Hey, the ambulance is here.
I'm looking like some kind of porcupine. All right.
Well, so what's your resilience?
9.
Okay, so you'll take 8 points of damage, but you can still determination to reduce more. Of that.
I will certainly determine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. 3 successes.
So you'll take 5 wounds.
All right, 5 wounds and 3 shock.
And you are also poisoned.
Lovely. I was so worried that I wouldn't wind up poisoned. I'm glad that I am now poisoned.
It's what happens. This brings us to Lorn, who at the beginning of your turn, Lorn, you'll need to give me a toughness test.
I surely can do that. Toughness powers go. I got a 2.
You are still poisoned. So you'll take -2 on all of your
And
your things.
I would like to use some of the glory that chat has given us. I would like to use 4.
Take it.
To leave us with 2.
Okay.
So I will. I have to roll the 4d6 and bloop. And I got 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're no longer poisoned.
Hooray!
Nice.
You spit out the poison.
I go,
the crystals, the poison crystals.
You sounded like nuclear thrown there for a second.
And I just kind of, just wipe my mouth and immediately just like getting like a running stance. And all you hear, you just hear in the background, like just some emanations, because the collar is still, not allowing me to do any psychic powers. You just see the powers shaping out and showing. You just hear train noises in the background, like, and then after you hear a roar, I just boom, full on sprint, and I'm like superhero, like using all the momentum to punch the last Eldar as hard as possible with prison fist, and it's a critical. Yes. And it's choo, bam, and I smack him with a 6.
Can you roll me 2d6 as for the crit effect? Let's see.
I sure can. Just bam. I got a 23.
23 is brutal rupture. Mangled flesh, crushed bone, and ruptured organs makes your foe gasp in wretched pain. They take 1d3 mortal wounds, and you can spend an additional glory to add mortal wounds onto that.
Takes 3.
Okay. Would you want to roll the damage as well?
All right, there is damage. I thought he would just
there's
implode.
regular damage.
He takes
Okay.
just 13.
God, I can't even determination. So describe, as chat puts it, how you Garlic Jr. this last Dark Eldar.
Basically, it is full on train, and I punch him so hard. It's kind of like a superhero moment where it's like directly downward where I'm making a fucking crater in the metal. And it's just, I'm just like, and you just see the other fist come straight down. I'm like the Incredible Hulk at this point going, Elf Smash! And I'm just destroying this Eldar. If you ever see, like, even roasting our own garbage that we do, if you ever saw TTS how Lehman Russ beat up and exploded on the Dark Eldar, it's literally that. It's literally just and it's just, and his body is falling apart at the impacts. And I assume there's no Eldar left, right?
This is the last one, yes. I do just imagine, though, like, the way that this poor Dark Eldar dies is, like, he has turned to pie, unloaded everything into pie brain. Like, there's the sudden click, and he's going to reach to reload, and this shadow rushes towards him, and he turns and looks up as Lorn is charging down the hall past pie brain, and just from
red
their,
glowing
like,
eyes.
from this, like, voice grill on his face is, yo, no! And then,
yo, no! Off to death
as
I go.
You quite purge the alien, and the Dark Eldar is no more.
Are there any left alive, or are they all toast?
They're altos. The first one took a shotgun shell to the chest. The other one was completely brained by a metal weapon, and then the other one was humbled to death.
Good. Okay. We'll just have to keep an eye out.
We are
for
out of
everyone.
combat now.
Good teamwork, Lorn. Also, wow, these hats.
Hey, but I'm gonna do do I need tools for this, don't I?
You would want your Medicaid kit, yes.
Congrats, Lorn and Pi. You guys gotta wait, because I don't have tools to fix you.
Can I try to toughness test my way out of Poison?
I assume it goes away at this
Wait,
point.
how is he poisoned?
He got hit by the necrotic deprivator.
No, but
Yeah.
he's metal.
He's not all metal.
He's organic underneath most of that.
Got some
Are you?
organic.
I'm
got tough
largely
words.
I'm largely mechanic. I mean, since splinter rifles can work on Mechanicus personnel, we can assume that the splinter rifle's inherent acidity causes similar effects with mechanical bullshit.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
I appreciate that we are taking Warhammer 40k rules and porting them over into the role-playing
It
game.
just works. It just works. It's simple as.
But yeah, like you're out of combat. All this particular poison seems to do is just inhibit your abilities momentarily. So after a quick breather, you're able to force this out. There's just a dull silence. The only sound that remains is this like cooling searing of metal from where Lorn's fists have indented on the deck plating.
I'm going to pick up one of these weapons.
Reeb's gonna
Yeah,
come over
it is
and-
incredibly light in your hands.
Oh, very interesting. Reeb, would you like one to look at in the room you live in?
I very rapidly pull it from his hands and then stuff it in my non-existent. It's best that you're not use
black hole inventory.
It is best that you're not use such weapons, Pi. They are very dangerous. You don't know what kind of defensive measures they have in place.
That is a good point, but I feel that there's no better way to assert the dominance of mankind's technology over the Xenos than to, and I pick up the one that shot me the fuck by the nozzle to club a motherfucker to death with it.
Oh, if you're going to use it as a bludgeon, then by all means, it's practical. Look at how sharp this bloody thing is. It's got spikes there. I'm pretty sure that's just some kind of strange horn. Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
As a bludgeon. I pick up the other one as well and put it into hammer space.
Oh, okay, so are you like just wielding one of these as a bludgeon now?
I'm the one that shot the fuck out of me. Yeah.
The necrotic deprivator.
Yeah. Would I just use it as a club or would I use it as?
I'll let you use it as the same. I'm just double checking.
No problem. Yeah, I have one as a club and I have another one on me.
Okay.
A spare.
Okay.
I'm taking one.
Can
out
you
of
give me a conviction test, Pi?
Oh, sure. I would love to.
Thank you.
4 successes.
Okay, cool. You take no corruption for using Xenos weaponry in this case.
using.
I don't know, honestly, if it's better or worse for him to use it as a club. Like, I don't know if that like makes the corruption test worse or better. Question mark. But either way, I'm like, no. This is one of those rare cases where it's not chaos shenanigans that make you take a corruption test.
I'm just keeping mine in my backpack so I can like keep it somewhere later because it's
Yeah. Like okay. So flat out, like if we are going down the path of the radical per se, it's more like this is something we can explore later. But like if Braine is actively going around like murdering things with the butt of this strange alien rifle, I'm gonna say that has some inkling or reflection of his psyche. So that's why the test. You don't have to worry, Reeb.
fine. Good. So which direction did they come down this hallway from?
They were like the direction you were heading. So it seemed like
Fantastic.
this was just like a scouting group that you quote unquote got the jump on.
Is there anything on the walls that indicates directions?
There are some like notations here and there.
So there's no like a giant line that points in one direction or a line pointing in the other direction saying like holding area or equipment lockup, etc.
No. It looks like they're very bereft of markers, but High Braine seems to have a really solid understanding of the direction you're going from earlier.
All right, come along, Pi. We must find our equipment before we get too bogged down in using this.
Pi, you start leading the way forward. You start noticing though that there are bodies in the hall. You start seeing some arbitrators and what appear to be like menial staff and servitors that have been loaded up with the same sort of crystalline weapons. One of the servitors has this strange effect on them as you're walking. It looks as though there's like strips of their flesh that have been ripped off and the skin around it is warped. Some of them look as though their entire bodies have been warped. Like one arbitrator you see is partly fused into a wall. And for a faint moment as you turn the corner and see this horrific display, it almost looks as though the arbitrator's limbs, which stick out of the wall, twitch. But that just seems to be a trick of the light.
I'm going to walk up and I'm going to poke him.
Yeah.
Alive. Any response?
Doesn't seem to be. It looks like, upon closer inspection, it looks like this is a body that was somehow shot back through the materium and phased back into the materium in the wall.
These are dangerous weapons.
Well, yes, I did warn you they were extremely dangerous.
Yes, do you know much about the weapons of the Eldar?
Yes, sadly. As you can no doubt feel coursing through your system, they have a lingering effect because the Dark Eldar are of the opinion, no doubt, that simply murdering someone is simply far too simple or mundane. They have to make it exceedingly painful for no bloody goddamn reason.
Yes, I can feel that. Every step is a new nightmare.
When I get my equipment back, we'll take care of it.
I thank you. In the interim, we must be cautious. I don't...
As the voice comes to life from the body in the wall, and you see the head and the limbs start to move briefly.
Hey, hello.
Arbitrator, are you still alive?
Can all of you please give me a resolve test?
Sure.
Where the fuck
Finding my resolve. My resolve is this.
I'm gonna be pumping.
There's
three
the
to complication. Here we go.
Well, I got a 5 and a glory.
Okay.
Not surprising.
Okay, where is...
I'm gonna be pumping 2 glory into this.
I like that you let everyone else roll, and you're like, I'll just use some of this glory. Okay, so all of you except Reeb pass. Reeb, you're getting this explanation, and then this man comes to life and starts screeching and screaming, and it just shocks you, and you kind of have heavy breathing and are totally startled by this.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Not again.
Not 5 Nights at Freddy's. No. And Captain Zedek, you manage to get a hold of yourself and just breathe. But you feel like okay. You feel completely just out of place as you see this arbitrator, and there's this heavy breathing, and then there's this hello, And you hear this woman's voice speaking from underneath the grill of the arbitrator, who's like fused into the wall.
Yes, hello.
My bloody heart.
I'm looking at Reeb like, is this fixable? And I'm looking back at her.
Reeb's gonna limp over because he probably did just have like a bit of a start there. Reeb swallows a moment and tries to compose himself. Ma'am? What are you doing in the wall?
Yeah, good question.
It seems like whatever air was left in her is now gone, and her head just slumps down.
Can I move quickly to try and extricate her from the wall?
How would you try to extricate her from the wall?
I will pull Lorn over.
Mhm.
Okay.
Lorn, we have
Yes.
limited time. Can you please pry that wall open?
Okay. I assume I can't. I sort of try to like just jam just try to like I don't know, pull her out of the middle. I guess.
No, don't pull her. Like you need to remember, metal's stronger than she is, probably.
Yeah, and
You'll come out with half an arbitrator.
oh. Well, explain to Muscle Wizard what you want me exactly to do to extract this person.
Lorn, if you could reach your fingers into the metal and prise it in half, so we may extricate our person.
Oh yes, sorry. I was losing context. I was reading my comic books. So I literally I do this. I assume you want me to do a strength check?
Absolutely.
Or I would say or instead kind of do an athletics check.
Well, could we have...
I'll allow athletics too.
Could I also get Pie's metal sword thingamajig to help try and like make an etching or something?
I get a 7 on my athletics.
Yeah, I mean, like you could like any of you could help with this check.
Zedek will help out as well.
You think my strength's good enough?
You could just you just add your successes on top. So for this type of check.
Nice, I get 2.
So 9,
3,
Pi, and Zedek.
Another 2.
We all put our
Zedek,
fingers
as you as Lorn makes these sort of like hole in the wall and starts prying it, like Pi Braine comes forward and is helping out. Reeb, even you manage to like use your intellect to find the best place to pull out. Captain Zedek, you triumphantly walk towards this. You feel like a very, very stark draft along your backside as you do this.
Again with the fucking pants!
Your ass.
Well, we have established in the Q&A.
You assumed that during the spook of the screaming lady in the wall, you maybe moved in such a way to produce a tear.
Of course. Why would I not?
Well, of course.
Do I have to make a narrative declaration to say he is not triumphantly walking towards that wall? He is mortified.
I assume it starts as triumph and quickly turns to mortified as you get there and
Slouch.
Oh no, there's nothing triumphant about this. This is a nightmare. He is clearly out of his depth.
But with all four of you, well, 3.5 because Zedek is somewhat preoccupied. You manage to peel this like metal plate, and luckily it looks like the plate was all that there was. So when you pulled the sort of like plate that's covering her chest cavity, this arbitrator like collapses out into a heap, and you just hear this as she suckles in air.
Well, that's a first.
Yeah, so like, how abjectly fucked up is she? Like, because Hest was like kind of fucked. This person was shot through time and space. Is this person salvageable?
I mean, she's on the ground. Like, she doesn't look like she has any other like wounds on her. It looks like she maybe.
Oh, they tried to telefrag her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Because I thought she was like this giant fleshy mass or something.
Oh no! It was legit. Just like her arms and part of her head were coming out of the wall, and like part of her legs because she had been hurled back into the wall.
So I'm assuming, based on the fact that this person has been wearing the helmet, this is not McLeod.
It does not appear to be McLeod. No.
Well, we get an ally anyway, and this remarkably, for some reason, the Dark Eldar weapons are just like, yeah, you have to put someone in a wall, just no clip them in there. Sure, why not?
And she's like breathing heavily now.
Yes, it's not so much fun, is it, to jump scare someone?
Why are you blaming her? She got sucked into a wall.
Tell that to my heart.
Zedek will lean down to Reeb's chest and say, "Stop judging her. She didn't ask for this."
Zedek makes my arrhythmia worse.
I do not have the patience to sit around and wait for pirates to attack. I pick her up and I'm running.
No,
Okay, yeah.
Hi, hold on a moment.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, like Pai's head rotates 180 while he's running, holding this arbite, and you just hear, no!
Is there anywhere... No, I have an idea. Is there anywhere we can hide? In this
There's
little
tons of like side corridors here, absolutely.
Gentlemen, I want to try...
Sounds like a trap.
I'm going to set up a trap, because we have a newly opened wall that we could maybe put something in.
Okay, sorry. I just had this mental image of you seating Swole Lorn into that wall cavity and putting the metal over his chest and him being like, help, I'm trapped in the wall.
Maybe not that. I was thinking maybe, we pull something over and put it in the wall. And we get a little interrogation going.
After seeing everyone has not followed me, I'm going to return. Gentlemen, it seems highly inadvisable to attempt to pick fights. We don't have medical personnel. We do not have wartime equipment. And if any of us gets grievously injured, Reeb is incapable of healing us. We are dealing with enemies that have highly specific, deadly xenotechnology. I believe our best case scenario is to move.
We don't have many opportunities to actively ambush these people.
Yes, we will when we have our things back.
Okay, fine. I'll make note of this area with the hole in the wall so we can come back to it.
Absolutely. And then Pi, I assume you're just like rushing the rest of the way.
Yeah. I've had field experience. I haven't necessarily fought the Dark Eldar before, but I've been the leader of many a squad, and I have
also
seen
never
many
been
men.
quite hurt like this before in your life and are terrified.
No, it's not. I passed my resolve check, sir. I'm not terrified at all.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. You can
Let's
hear
get
the
a move
feel.
on.
I mean, if I could get this fucked up, then who knows what would happen to everybody else.
It's fair.
I'm not a melee character.
We're moving on.
Pi is lawful.
We have more bondage buddies to kill. Let's go.
Yeah, you carry on down the hall for a bit until Pi you reach the door that you know would connect to the area. However, the door is sealed and it looks like there's been a small pile of debris, like crates and stuff that have been intentionally set up to make it look like it's not even a door at all. It's in fact hidden.
I see. Very clever. Are the yo-hos getting closer?
You've managed to stay a bit ahead of the yo-hos, so they're still about the same distance. They've just been they're not actively chasing, it seems, but they are getting closer.
I am going to take out my Omni tool,
Mhm.
or a Combi tool. Sorry, Jesus, Omni tool's Mass Effect. And I am going to attempt to presumably has it been fused shut?
No, it looks like they've had a regular sealed door and then they've just stacked stuff in front of it.
I'm going to attempt to unseal the door.
Okay. What skill check would you like to
Tech with my Omni tool.
Yeah, sure. I will allow this.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Just a moment, gentlemen. And I'm going to spend our last glory on this, since this seems rather important.
Yes, I'm fine with this. Bloop.
Good.
Glory,
7
we
successes,
get it back.
and we get it right back.
Nice.
Yeah, there's you managed to connect. It looks like it is this particular door is connected to the station's overall security network, which you don't have a large amount of access to from a door, but you are able to get in, send your data gins. You cast the data gin spell knock on the door, and the door kind of grumbles open. And on the other side, you immediately hear all these and then
Don't worry, we are Imperials. Let us in. We have hostages wounded.
You're on a whole different.
I'm most used to being deployed against rebels and heretics.
I am not used to allies ever.
Friends do not compute.
Now, do not worry. I will kill your families. We are here to help.
Reeb is gonna silence.
Please get in quickly. You hear McLeod's voice. Get in quickly.
Okay.
Inside now.
Now we go.
And you all start like moving in. Lorn, you have some problems getting through the like tiny gap between these crates and the door. It's like really.
Thanks for calling
awkward.
Lorn large. It helps with his self-consciousness.
You're welcome.
I
Large Lorn.
easily get through the door. Thank you very much.
Sure. And then you find yourselves in a room that has probably a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half arbitrators in various states. There's about 4 of them that are on the ground, sort of writhing or clearly wounded from shrapnel or other weapons discharge. There's 4 near the front that have, like, 3 of them have shotguns. One of them has a bolter raised, and then you see the head arbitrator McLeod, who like waves you quickly into this this small chamber. That at the far end you see a small unit of cogitators, and it looks like this is some kind of secondary command post.
Reeb's gonna be really, really brusque. Medical supplies, where are they now?
She sort of like nods really quickly and points to a corner where there's some clear like Munitorum style crates. Your equipment's all in there.
I kick the crate into exploding and I get my medicine.
Oh my god.
Your medicine
It's all
explodes
on.
out. It's an Overwatch loot box. It all flies out and lands.
Half-Life 1 wooden crate filled with a medical box.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, it just lands.
Okay, I'm gonna, while you guys figure out what the hell you need to get for equipment, I'm going to medicate the clearly dying arbitrators.
So you can give me a Medicaid check to represent what you're doing as this is going on.
Nice, I can't wait to complicate it and accidentally euthanize them.
Oh god.
Accidentally.
Radical.
What with the complication?
A complication.
Yeah. That's.
I told you.
Let's see here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that one. Okay. So there's no obvious complication immediately.
Terrific.
However, you are able with a 9 on your Medicaid check to very quickly stabilize many of these people. In fact, all 4 of them are people it looks like you can save. It looks like their wounds aren't too heinous, or you're able to use some of your Medicaid tools to extract any of the Xenos poison that's in them. You're taking a bit of time to quickly assess and go over the people, though, as this is happening.
Yeah, you guys are all the talk at this moment. I am busy. Good luck.
Yeah, and then like the 3 of you are with McLeod, who sort of like shuffles anxiously as you see these crates unload with like your equipment.
Oh, I remember you.
Yes, it's a pleasure. And she like reaches into her robes and pulls out a small wand, the end of which seems to have like a spherical head of brass. This is the disabling device for your inhibitor. If you just give me a moment, I can deactivate that. And she like trepidatiously reaches the wand up, like kind of trying to find a space under or through your beard with which to tap your
I
neck.
snagged the wand, going, "I'll do it." I don't think I still
Yeah,
trust any of you, considering you're the folks who got me in here. And I like poke around it, like, "What does it work? Fuck, shit!" Just like confidence. I figured it out. Like, shit, how the fuck do I do this? Okay, you do it. So I hand it back.
And then, yeah, she takes it back. She kind of looks, thrusts once deep into your beard cavity. There is like a ding, and then the brass neck piece you have tumbles down and hits the floor clap.
And you lose your muscles immediately.
No.
I'm still
He
swole.
remains swole.
Deflates like a Macy's parade.
Oh, thank the Emperor. You're here now. So much has happened. They took the supreme judge.
I don't really think that's a problem.
After everything, right before the prison break, he barricaded himself in his office, and then we found, when we were talking with you on the Vox, a Xenos ship appeared suddenly. We don't know where it came from. They took out our weapons and damaged the comms. The Vox units out of station are down. They sent boarders on. We managed to fight them off somewhat, but we had to retreat here after they sent more numbers in.
About how many do you believe there are?
I don't know how many are left now. I think many of them have retreated, but there's probably a dozen, at least perhaps 2 dozen left on the ship, or on the station.
What does their objective seem to be? I know they are killing. Are they trying to destroy the station, take everyone aboard hostage? What is their plan?
And like, you see that she's kind of like pausing, and her head is tilting to the side at you, Pi. And she's just sort of looking at you. Are you holding on to Trooper Manir?
I'm sorry.
The arbitrator you're still holding on to, Pi.
Well, no, didn't we give her over to Reeb to do surgery?
Yeah.
She was fine.
She was fine. Yeah, he went over to the 4 people who were critical condition in this room. You burst in still holding the arbitrator.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We found her in the wall. Listen, I asked you a very important question, and you're being incredibly evasive.
Well, no. It's thank the God Emperor you found one of our troopers out there. No, they seemed to attack directly and made way for the Supreme Judge. They took him and absconded with him. Several of their smaller craft overwhelmed the hangar. They seem to be taking arbitrators and any of the prisoners we had up here for interrogation. They were collecting them, bringing them onto their smaller ships.
And you say they are mostly gone?
There aren't many left. It seems that they might come back, though, in their small ships. It looks like they were loading up their smaller ships to take those poor damned souls back to their command vessel.
Yes, it might be advisable for us to evacuate the station, though we can investigate their attack patterns more quickly. One of our companions is an inquisitorial sage. Yes?
Why not? We should probably ask Captain Zedek, because I turned to him going, if they have a cruiser, that means our ship may be potentially threatened, or we can contact them for support and to blow up anything or start an engagement with their ship.
That is true. Can we...
I love how much faith you all have in the debt collector right now.
Look, it's something, man. I'd rather have a giant cannon than their handguns right now.
It's the biggest gun we have, and that's not saying much.
It's fair.
Yeah,
We
so
have a
Captain
macro
Zedek-
cannon.
Yeah, Captain Zedek, would you like to contact the debt collector in some way, shape, or form? You forgot you brought the radio this time, right?
That doesn't work that way. We need long-range communication.
You brought the radio this time, right?
Oh, yes, Lord. Let me just check on my person for the man-sized Voxcaster that I always
It's not
keep on
man-sized,
me.
it's backpack-sized. So you brought it,
I
right?
turn to McLaudaughter. So, do you have any form of... do you have a long-range Vox in this room? Is there anything we can use?
I looked at Pi, he forgot it.
Classic Zedek.
She looks at you and then looks at the cogitator unit. We have a system-wide Vox over there, but it's been sporadic at best.
Then that's probably our best shot. And furthermore, is this Is this everybody you could find? Do we assume this is all who's left in terms of the Arbitrace on the station?
As far as I'm aware, yes. The jamming device they have seems to be set up in the hangar.
We're going to have to make our way down there at some point anyway. That we have to get back to the ship.
That's true, though we still have the Lemurian tech adept we must rescue in the lower depths.
At this moment, I realize, oh shit, we do have to get Rohekta out of here.
I like the moment of like, well, me fucking first.
I'm assuming at this point I've finished up with the medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can kind of like slink back over.
We're going to take our chances with the Vox unit that we have. If we can get in contact with the debt collector, maybe we can at least see how bad it is out there. Maybe we can actually get a... Yes, hi.
They might be waiting for us to do that. Think about it. The only reason this group has been able to survive the onslaught is because they have remained unseen. If we start sending Vox communique, they might be intercepted, and we might see more of these dreadful warriors come in and smoke the lot out.
Then we make an escape plan. If they're going to find us in one way or another, I suggest we use what information we can gain from this station, find an escape route to possibly find a aircraft that should hopefully still be intact and operational to fly out of here towards the debt collector, who should be on its way to intercept us and fend off these invaders. Right?
Looking around at these RBDs, are they like in any position to like mount a defense or an offense?
I mean, it's like a squad of, like, we'll say an even 8 guardsmen in carapace armor with some shotguns, and like their special weapon is a bolter.
Blue team on offense.
These people might not be able to survive contact with a squadron, let alone all that's left.
When did we start? Well, never mind. That,
Don't finish that thought.
Yeah.
Reeb is now that Reeb has entered back into proximity. Bloody mess. Is there any sort of defensive measures that we can deploy against them?
Well, this is a prison complex. We should be able to start locking down certain avenues, right? Slow them down.
Not even that. Certainly, as a prison, wouldn't you have cogitator servitor guns that would deploy? Or is this one of those budget cut prisons I've heard so much about?
She had mentioned they disabled their weapon systems.
Lower levels. We have all the combat suppression servitors and any sort of automated turrets and such in the lower levels, where you were located.
Would it be possible to contact the lower levels?
Yes, we used the station over there to contact you.
I mean, you know what I bloody mean.
Are they making any attempts to go to the lower levels?
Well, if
No,
they
they
won't,
seem fixated up here.
if they won't go to the lower levels.
I mean, we aside from you, we sealed the elevators to make sure no one else could come up here.
I mean,
there's a veritable army down there.
Yes, you're seeing my point. My point was, yes,
What?
if they are not willing to go down to them, we can bring them up here.
Zedek turns to Reeb. I think I like what you're saying. May I?
By all means.
Zedek will walk over to the cogitator unit.
And like, there's this moment where McLaudoder's like going to reach out her hand, but then she like looks back to Reeb, and just her eyes go wide, and she looks down and is like, "Okay."
Desperate times.
This is our station now. Cracks knuckles.
I believe that this will be the Judge Dredd speech. Yes.
Listen, they want to let out their pent up aggression on something. Why not let it out against some fucking elves?
I will turn on the Vox unit and prepare to cast to the lower levels of the prison.
Yeah, all like the cinematic for this, of course, is you press the button and there's the like adjusting audio like as we cut to a whole bunch of stills of like the lower prison where there's beds on fire, combat servitors, the dead corpse of like Tagadur, while the ashes of him that were in the fire. You see like Chonkus is clearly in some melee with like 6 other prisoners. We cut to the chapel where Rohekta and the preacher look up, and it's sort of this montage of everyone in the lower levels before it comes back to Zedek taking up the Vox horn.
Attention all lower-level prisoners, miscreants, murderers, and unsavory citizens of the Imperium. Whether we like it or not, this station has been invaded by an even worse sort of criminal. Xenos, foul, evil, and indescribably horny. Now, based on what we are seeing up here, they are not keen on taking survivors for anything less than torture puppets or flesh sculptures. So I offer you this one very, very seldom earned chance to redeem yourselves in the eyes of the Emperor. Find whatever way you can find to make your way to the upper levels of this station. And let hell loose upon these vile Xenos. Kill, indulge whatever tendencies earned you a spot in this prison. For the glory of the Emperor.
Arbitrators are sharing concerned looks.
We can't promise you freedom, but I can promise you a damn good time up here. There's a party, and you're all invited.
Real quick. Reeb's behind him at this point, and I'm gonna tap Zedek on the shoulder.
Yeah, Reeb? Yeah.
May I?
Sure.
I grab the microphone. I'm offering inquisitorial pardons for the person who kills the most Dark Eldar. Thank you.
And that's when you see this.
You're
like,
my favorite
this,
customer.
This little blinking light that seems to be like a return signal.
We'll answer the call.
Yeah, when you answer it, it's just like you just hear like this like muffle like background noise. It's like it's coming back through the Vox speakers in the lower levels, and you just hear Zedek, Zedek, Zedek.
You know, if Pi is diehard, then Zedek and Reeb are Escape from New York.
Yeah.
And with the mounting prison riot / plan to retake the hangar, I think we're going to take our break for now.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for watching so far. We'll be right back. We're going to stretch our legs, get some drinks of water, all that fun stuff. Please stretch your legs. Please stay healthy. We will be right back. So, Speaker, I heard Nosferatu was your favorite vampire waifu in Masquerade, right?
Yeah, I heard you had like contracted a debilitating disease that like put pus in your brain, and I see that's also true.
Yeah. They just,
yeah, man.
it's still your favorite though. It's just, I know that it was your favorite, line to go through in the Masquerade visual novel, and you really enjoy the outfits that they wore.
Oh my god, wait, you're actually making me think, because there's a wonderful Vampire the Masquerade visual novel called Night Road, and I don't know if they have Nosferatu, and I play it as a Tremere because they didn't have my actual favorite clan, the Zemesian, yet, and I hear he's working on it, adding it in. So
You should tell me about that, because we might be able to do a cool thing with that or not. Just link it to me after the show or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, we're back, boys.
Whoa!
We're back and ready. I think last we left off, help me and correct me, we were going for the prison thing. We punched the shit out of Eldar. We shot them. Pyburn got shot. And we found the Claw Doder, and we just gave a rousing speech, and we unleashed the Hounds of War onto the rest of the complex. I assume we activated the elevator so they can get back up, right?
I assume that is what Reeb and Captain Zedek have done at their time at the Cogitator Terminal.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's sort of up to all of y'all what you what you want to do now, you're kind of in this room with the arbitrators. McLeod has explained that the jamming of outside signals appears to be from the hangar, though it looks like you might still be able to try to bypass the jammer. It might require like a tech check in order to see if you can get a signal out.
Oh. Quick thing, did we cure Braine's poison yet? Or do we do
the poison is cured, just not the damage.
Okay. I would love some kind of medical procedure so I don't immediately obliterate and suffer consequences.
Now that we have transferred control of the elevator over to the prisoners, I will now do a Medicaid check.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a difficulty 3 Medicaid check.
Oh, wow, you got
which
exactly
restores 1 wound.
Oh!
You want to wrath that, Reeb?
Yeah, I'm gonna wrath that. Fuck that shit.
Absolutely.
Wrath point has been spent. And it's... Okay, there you go.
Okay, so that gives you a total of...
3?
Looks like 3 that you can shift. Well, actually...
3 you can
2
shift.
that you can shift. 2 you can shift. Blah, blah, blah. So you can actually restore 3 wounds with that.
Good, take 3 wounds back.
Yay.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I have unnatural medic. Well, I'm not. And there's no difficulties, are there? So there's no reason for unnatural Medicaid. You haven't provided any difficulties for unnatural Medicaid and mitigate, have you?
I mean, it's generally like if you want to heal 2 people in a combat round, or
gotcha.
Like shoot and do a Medicaid test, which you can also do.
Gotcha.
So there's super good uses for unnatural like skills, but it's generally just you don't take any of those penalties. So.
Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to do it because most combat where you guys get fucked up is usually pretty brief.
It's true. Okay, but yeah. So the other thing again is if you wanted to attempt a tech check to contact the debt collector, that is possible as well.
I will try to futz with it, though that may bring more chaos to this place. The other place, it should be fine. All right, so I'm going to quickly make a tech check then.
Okay.
If my character sheet will cooperate. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. I just added like 6,000 extra dice to this. Okay.
Please don't.
I wonder how broken the square thing would be. Just 5 million.
Yeah.
All right, 7 successes.
7 successes is enough. You suddenly hear the Captain Zedek emergency reports. Zedek, you're hearing this coming through the Vox.
Ransom, can you hear us? What's wrong? What's wrong? Please tell me you can hear us.
Command protocol, Zedek 2 3. Per your orders, transmitting your requested date. Currently, the servitors looking after Tater Tot include Isaac Payne, Black Armor Jack, Jonathan Thomas, Joshua Krager, Chammer Guy, Jaffa Roshak, Guy Masterson, Laura Pendle, and Frank Wargo the Fourth. That's all the signal we can get through, but per your orders, that is the top priority of your daily report.
I don't think we need to care about the fucking daily report. I think we need the fucking ship shooting at people.
At least they did not die in vain.
Well, we can't get through them this way, so we might as well force our way back to where we can get to them.
And like McLeod turns to you and looks at you, Zedek, like, was that some kind of weapons code?
Yes, that's explicitly what it was. I would like to
are those servitors the names of your crack militarum tempestus commando squad that will be coming on board? And she's so hopeful.
No, but they are guarding a very important weapon.
Zedek. Just say yes. Just make her feel a little bit better.
I can't give her false hope. Come on.
That's the Imperium is built on false hope. Zedek.
Do I have to make a willpower to not be corrupted by that?
That seems like the opposite.
This is not helping. I will attempt to deceive McLeod on her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here. A 7.
How do you state the deception? I am so curious.
I'm certain that the commandos will be arriving shortly, but more importantly, those servitors are defending a top secret, high value piece of an artifact from a foreign world, which we are steadily sending to the higher ups of the Ambassadorium. It's important that these Dark Eldar do not get a hold of this. So rest assured that we are in good hands.
She nods. Oh, all right. Good.
We will see you out of here. We don't need them to arrive right now. The 4 of us will get whoever's left in here out.
Oh, all right then. Perfect.
That was a good job, Zedek. That was almost true, I say, patting him on the back.
I punch Pie in the chest.
Oh! Wait, I do not feel pain anymore. Okay. Hey! I push him back.
Nerd.
McLaughlin has her like power maul out. So what do we do now?
The current plan is to fight our way down to the hangar where we can at least disable the jamming device, but maybe, hopefully, one of our ships are remaining. We can scoot off this station and rally reinforcements from the debt collector in orbit.
All right. Men, get your equipment ready. We're moving out. And suddenly there's this uniform like as all of the shotguns are cocked.
And they have to bend down and pick back up their shells that just came out and put it back in.
Yeah, because they're like, can't waste ammo. That goes against the Lex.
That's no good.
But yeah, you see, and you get a sense that essentially McLaughlin and 5 arbitrators are going to join you, while the others are going to remain behind to look after the wounded ones. Which, whilst Reeb has saved them, they're in no position to be moving out.
So that's the complication. Is they're gonna live, but they're not gonna fight.
That's part of the complication. Yes.
Terrific.
That you can tell yourself that's part of the complication.
I'm fine with that. Let's move, boys. So we're basically going to the hangar, or to basically find a ship to get out of here, right? We agreed on that.
Stop the jamming device. Yes.
So that's jamming, spamming.
That's way too technical for Swow Lorn.
Yeah, just all one punch good.
Our intel appears to suggest they have set up their headquarters in the hangar. If we can destroy the hangar, these Dark Eldar should have no place to run once our prisoners wash upon their dwindling numbers.
That is the idea.
All right, come on, let's go hit them.
Yeah, you start making your way out of the sort of temporary command post, making your way through the station, which is just like unerringly quiet, except for the occasional scream or moan that you hear off in the distance. All of the arbitrators have taken up like strong defensive positions around you, sort of checking all angles as you move up as this uniform sort of like squad through the halls of the Lex. McLaughlin, she stands beside you with her power maul out. She sort of like leans over towards you, Reeb, and speaks. So, what will happen after this with the prisoners?
It is more than...
Sorry, Reeb.
That is an issue for another time. You will likely be Reeb. Anyone who assists us with this matter, I shall say, will be reassigned to a different place. Let that be an issue for the next team to take care of.
I see. That makes sense. Ah! And you just hear this scream off in the distance.
Ah! Yeah, just a lot of like, oh no, it happened. I'm dying.
I have been slain by a Dark Elder.
Yo ho, yo ho, ho ho, yo ho. And this chanting of piratical voices can be heard further down.
You know, I would take these people so much more seriously if they didn't talk like pirates. Is someone making them do that?
Not likely. I believe they're doing it of their own accord. Hey, GM. I'd like. Would it be possible for me to make any kind of check on this Eldar weapon I have with me? Because I want to see if I can maybe make it blow up.
Yes, that would be like a tech check.
I give it to Pi.
What do you want?
Pi,
Yes.
can you mess with this to see if you can make it explode?
Can I make it explode?
Yes.
Well, probably not spectacularly. I can see. I'm not doing it to see if it will explode. I'm seeing if it has the capacity to explode beyond like a normal firearm, like jamming spectacularly. Because like these are like shards. This isn't really explosive weapons.
It's the needler from Halo.
Yeah. So I'm rolling it. 3 successes. I'll use a wrath on this actually.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Totally.
8 successes.
This technology is extremely foreign to you. You're trying to get a sense of what exactly you would be able to do with it. You could tell that it might be possible to jam it so that if it fires, it might backfire and jam up and explode in someone's hand, but that would be fairly difficult and time intensive. You might have, if you had a few more like shifts available on that, like shifted some exalted dice to maybe do it faster, but since you don't have any, you can tell this is something you'd probably need to spend like a good half hour to an hour sitting down with this thing
And back into the backpack it goes. No sir.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Was that one of their weapons?
Yes, I'm going to be... Oop. Who'd we lose?
Did we lose somebody? Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're there.
Hulky.
It's a Hulky.
I did an oopsie.
And the alarm was like, oh, not again.
Oh, I'm fine. It's okay. It's good.
Yes. This is going to be something that is going to be worth looking at later.
Yeah.
Need to find an adequate solution for the poison coursing through our friend's veins, and for that, I need the source.
Well, if you ever need help studying Xenos technology, you may always ask your friendly neighborhood tech priest.
I'm studying it for medical purposes. I refuse to inspect this any further than generating a cure.
The pirate chanting stops.
But that's very responsible of you, Reeb.
Aren't you supposed to know, most of your technical knowledge is that the Dentis Mechanicus, but not Xenos technology? Why do you know so much about Xenos technology?
Oh, me? I just looked at it. He asked me to look at it. Don't look at me like that. I'm not a heretic. I'm not a heretic.
But didn't learn about Xenos technology.
He's
Why would you
a
want to
visitor.
learn?
Gentlemen, shut the hell up!
All right.
The primary hangar door is over there, and McLeod sort of points to a set of immense double doors that are like each door is 10 feet wide, so it's a 20-foot entryway.
There is our way. Let's get a move on quickly.
Off I go.
As you get closer, you can see that the doors themselves are spaced out, so there's a 10-foot gap. So basically they've recessed 5 feet on either side, giving a 10-foot wide entryway into the hangar, which is illuminated from space outside, this sort of like dull reddish orange, and you can see the eye of the Emperor's ire that sort of floats in the background, the immense gas giant that is this sort of stained gray and red and orange hues, and then the light of the stars that are sort of bathing the rest of the hangar as you enter in. You can see immense letters 36 inscrawled on the ground, the deck plating as you come in. In several meters wide, there's probably a good 5 meter wide numbering system that is here, and there are crates and various different barrels stacked up all around here. Can everyone give me an awareness test?
Okay.
Happily.
Well,
I can attempt.
Could. But you'll have to make it worth my while.
I got a 4 and a glory.
Ha ha! I have
Oh.
1.
I got a 3 in the glory.
That makes me number 1.
Mine doesn't work because there's not a button for it. Here, I'll just do 2
Yeah.
because that's all it amounts to, which is nothing. I got a 0.
Reeb, with yours, you have enough to tell that there are various figures in here that have sort of taken up defensive positions. However, as you sort of like walk in with the arbitrators fanning out to the sides around you, several of these figures step out into the open, and you hear this sort of voice shout from the opposite end of the hangars. Oh, now you be doing it. You come into my domain.
Aw.
This station is mine. You're all mine. All of you. I'm going to come for you and all your booty. You don't understand, but your skin is going to be mine too.
I raise my hand.
The 3 Xenos that have stepped out haven't like raised their weapons or anything yet, but they're sort of holding their rifles down.
I raise my hand higher.
I'm waiting for them to call on him. He's being very polite.
And one of them steps out from like this behind some crates, further like far at the other end of the room, and you see this Xenos who is in filthy darkened black armor and has what some kind of like disc-shaped pistol studded with like red, maybe gemstones or just protrusions, and then in her other arm she clutches what appears to be some kind of lash or whip, and she sort of saunters out. And there's the art for you of this figure, and she's like has this confident swagger as she comes out beside you at this box.
Fucking face.
I love her.
And she like sort of like raises the whip a little bit and like doesn't crack it, but just sort of like raises it up as though to test, and puts it down, and she just like looks across the vast gulf of this hangar at you, some like easily over 10 meters away, and she speaks in this loud grating voice, and well then, are you the ones I'll be bringing back to my ship to play with for the next few decades? Ha ha!
No.
I raised my hand.
And
Yeah.
like you can see McLawdoder and the Arbites are behind you, and they've kind of got their weapons. And
You gotta answer him? He's raising his hand politely.
I raised my hand for you.
I've had enough of this. I'm putting Pie's arm back down.
All right. You're right. You are the worst kind of person.
Wait. Zedek, I need you to convince her that we are not a threat. Go on. Woo her with your wiles.
Oh, for
This is...
I am not seducing.
Don't seduce her. I'm saying convince her, fucker.
Wait,
People
can we talk
overreacting to
about...
this shit. Need to
what are
get
you
their shit out.
motherfuckers doing? They're going to fight us. Just kill them.
Can we just talk real quick about how awesome this little graphic is?
Oh yeah. I have to
Zoran was
take away
very
the thing.
proud
Here
of
you go.
making this background.
Oh yeah. This shit.
I think. Do you still? Yeah. This lovely
So
background
fucking-
piece. This was a group effort from Zoran.
I'm
and I.
going to explode.
What, you don't like my art?
Yeah.
No, this
That I use
art
other
is
people's art
exceptional.
for?
Zoran, this art is exceptional. What we are doing right now is so beyond absurd. It's like, oh, what? We're gonna have a fight. What can we do about this? What do we want to do to avoid fighting these murderers and disgusting people?
I didn't want to avoid fighting. I just wanted to get called on to say a fun one-liner.
All right, Hulky. I think this is Hulky's moment here. Captain Zedek is at the forefront.
Captain Zedek.
You have all these arbitrators like looking for some kind of inspiration. Captain Zedek, what are you doing?
Show her Zedek. She'll be impressed.
I don't think anyone's impressed by that book, honestly. But moving past that, just kind of shooting her a glare, I turn back towards the Arbitrace and the rest of the party. And I just kind of pace for a second and be like, this is it. This moment that stands on the precipice of 1,000 different outcomes which we choose to defy all but one. I would love to tell you that we will all make it through this, but there is never victory without sacrifice. I can promise you, though, that what we do here will define the fates of our colleagues we stand beside today and may ensure that we see the sunrise over distant worlds yet again. I will fight to my last to see as many of you through this ordeal as I can, if only to save you from a fate indescribably worse than death, one that one may describe as being a piece of flesh upholstery that thing over there wants to make you into. Stand with us now and deny these lascivious leather men their perverted intentions, and I will promise you a place at our side serving a higher purpose if you do. You are the Emperor's light, so bring that light and the Lex to these dark-drenched wretches, and fight to the last. Rain fire and brimstone upon these throne-forsaken aberrants. And I turn back to the Dark Eldar leader and be like, I see you over there, and while I'm not going to be joining you on your ship today, I'd be happy to invite you to be part of our little science fair back on the Debt Collect.
All right, so first of all, Zoran, I need you to mark me down a rune point.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
One point been minused.
Are we about to get hit in the face with the Cerebite tennis ball special?
I'm just gonna say that, like, I'm spending a rune point, so literally one of these Dark Eldar can just raise their rifle as you're in this speech. And just like as you're finishing, one of them's just like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah, we fucked around way too much. Let's kill these guys.
Thank you.
So I'm going to break the regular initiative roll. Here, let's move to this lovely fight map that we have here. Hopefully, you can all see it.
Oh, yes.
Zedek has gone forward to give a rousing speech. Assume the arbitrators are sort of all located around here doing stuff cinematically. And then this one right here is just like, you know what? I'm just gonna raise up this rifle and take a shot against.
He shoots him and opens in Zedek's open butt cheeks.
And
fails.
And complicates. Fails and complicates.
Oh my god.
That's
he gets punished for trying to interrupt Zedek's monologue.
I'm
Just to
just
make sure, because I think I have my stat sheets wrong in our overlay. Your defense is 3, right? Okay.
Defense is 2.
Okay. So that would totally, whatever. It complicates, etc.
You caught me monologuing, you sly dog.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna kill you.
And like as this like one Dark Eldar raises up his rifle and aims it, he goes to fire, but instead like the weapon seemingly doesn't jam, but the crystals kind of foam up at the end of the barrel, and it backwashes over him, and you can see he's kind of like shaking off crystals like he's been restrained.
I know what happened.
Who would like to go first in this cluster show?
May I return the favor to him? I would
I'll
like
let Zedek go first.
100%.
I'm just gonna smirk at him and laugh and just fire the arc pistol at him.
Please don't crit fail.
Okay, but the coolest thing in the world would have been if you didn't shoot him and you just kept talking.
Well, that depends on when he shot me during the speech.
No, you see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is he's gonna line up the gun that he has. He's gonna fire it, and then he fails to hit, and the gun jams and blows up. And all you see from Zedek is like the coat tail feather out because he farted.
God damn it, poor Zedek. Zedek, prove them all wrong. Roll a crit. Murder this poor Dark Elder.
I would love to do that right now.
Destroy this man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You might want to
that will
wrath
miss.
I would
to
like to wrath it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Here, I have that thing that may work on Roll20 for once. Let's do
almost like high defense targets are actually
just click the reroll button, then it works.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Good.
You should.
Waiting.
I believe.
Patiently.
There we go.
There we
Nice.
go.
7. Yeah, totally. And
Seven.
you can shift 1 to damage as well.
I would be happy to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. 14. At AP
14
minus 1.
is still really damn solid and will just hit and cook this poor Dark Eldar chest and falls down. Just dead with this electrified crater in the chest. And as though to back Zedek's epic moment and like retaliation of drawing the pistol and fire, as soon as there's the fire, you start seeing something further south of where you are. There's this great big void, like not void shield, but I guess like exterior shielding that goes out into the space beyond, and you see this horrific spiked vessel that starts looming, but then the sides of it start to ripple in fire as something out of your view begins to rain destruction upon it. And then this Dark Eldar goes and shoots you, Zedek.
Yeah, I kind of expected that much.
May I use one of our glory to interrupt so that I may charge?
You may.
Is that okay with the group?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Bloop. All right, one glory is spent. Lorn is
Cool.
choo-choo charging. Also, I recommend, Zedek, at least in your turn, since you did move, to like move and go into cover.
Oh yeah.
It's just standing out here.
Yeah, you didn't use a move, so is it okay if Zedek do that?
Can I
I assumed he was just staying there, but yes, you can move into cover. I will let Zoran Wargame tactic teach you.
Yeah.
Move.
It's all for the main. I do it for the vine. I'm going here.
Okay. Well, and I go choo-choo straight into it. Woo! And then just straight in front of this one.
Some kind of ghost train summoning man. Okay.
And I basically charge in there and I just bam, like punch him in the face as hard as I can with my ultra fist. And then bam, I get a 5 and a critical.
God,
And
Lord,
and
you and
and a
these
glory.
Roll 2d6, please, for the critical.
Kaboom, baby! And that is a 43, and the damage is kakabam, 13.
Oh, this is lovely. The critical effect is Vicious Vivisection. The fury of this blow causes horrific pain, dissecting pieces of the foe's body in a scene of carnage and woe. Roll me d3.
Okay, he's basically dead, right?
He's quite dead, yeah.
Okay, so what I would like to happen, I clicked, okay. So what I like to happen is I basically just run up, it's one mortal wound. And as I'm just rushing in, it's just like, smash Eldar! And I just like, kaboom! I hit him so hard that it just ruptures and it just decapitates him. And I see the head just whiz by the one that's like behind him, like it's a bullet. Just like right past him, and I don't know if we want to make it cool or not with a crit to cause fear, but it's too much of a stretch. But it's like just bam, just like head catapults right by the other one. He crumples, and I look towards the next one, like any of them near me, and I just start like a bull, like my feet are going to like sliding on the ground, like I'm preparing the charge. And my
Okay,
turn.
so you can do a few things here. So you utterly murder and eviscerate that one, like
Yep.
you said. You can pick one to do like basically a multi-action to intimidate, or each extra one you do will increase the difficulty by 2.
I see. Yeah, I mean it'll still take like a turn to walk, right? Because I already did my movement, so I can't do anything. So I can.
No, you can, because you can multi-act. Like you can keep
Okay.
stacking actions. It's just the difficulty goes up. Technically, you should have done it before, but you crit, you're fine. So if you want to, you can intimidate. But what I'm going to say is if you want to intimidate
because I
one
didn't
of
do it
them,
at the start, then I won't
Yeah.
do it. I'll just look at the one that that left one that's on top of the 3 on the map.
Oh,
I'll
this
look
one
at
here,
that
yeah.
one, and I'll do the multi-action thing at least. So the
yeah, give me
test.
the intimidate. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm basically looking at him, and I point to him, saying with a 15, "You're fucking next!" And I whoosh, whoosh, and I'm getting ready to charge.
It's doing that slow-moving thing that Kenshiro does.
Is that all, Zoran?
It's a mulch.
Oh, okay.
I can't do anything
okay.
else, so.
He fails his resolve test. He is scared.
He was shocked.
He was shocked. Like you
was
run, rip this poor other Dark Eldar in half, turn to the other one, stare. This one behind the crate over here will act. And like seeing what you did, very much what happened with Braine, like turns, raises their necromantic depravator at you, and just unloads in hopes, in just
I'm
hoping.
sure.
Begins praying.
Oh wow!
By the muses.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that will hit with a bunch of bonus damage dice because he's also in rapid fire. 13 points of damage, Lorn.
Okay. I'll figure out all that in a bit as you go to the next person.
Yeah. So you're like you run forward, you rip this one in half, turn, give the bull eyes to the other. The other Dark Eldar is terrified, and then you just take this like this.
Yeah, I complicated
very
my toughness
starred-
test, by the way.
Complicate doesn't matter on a toughness
Okay.
on a determination. So you just you reduce it by 2, and you just take a whole bunch of shards to your chest as you're like riddled full of weapons. This Dark Eldar, and then one of the 2 players can go.
All right. If it is all the same, I may engage in combat.
Yeah, go.
I will charge this one, coming around the edge, trying to kill this guy with my power sword while still keeping cover from most other enemies.
Yeah.
And I am going to quite simply go for a cleaving strike to his neck.
Sure.
And let us see what happens. So I get +2 for being mastercrafted, +1 for being charging.
Yas!
9.
That's fine. Go. You can shift 2.
Ah, yes. Okay. All right. In that case, let's see what happens to this poor, unfortunate soul. He'll be taking 14 damage,
He's
AP3.
going to die. Yeah, you just come around the corner and just like eviscerate that one. There is.
Fire! That's my turn.
Yeah, like you're like muttering from here, like, and one of these Dark Eldar comes out from the southern crate, again, sort of silhouetted by the growing space battle behind, and he ducks, comes out, raises his rifle. Yo-ho, I don't know what a Lemuria be, monkey, but you be having this! And he fires off a blast from his deprivator.
The pirate songs fail.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
Oh,
Oh, fucking, you fucking animal.
Yeah.
I think he'll be able to shift 2? No, he'll be able to shift 1. Because I'm,
Oh, you're in cover.
Yeah, you got cover. Yeah.
that gun fucks.
But is in the close range, so we'll get some bonus dice on this and just for 11 points. I don't roll that well. So 11 damage, no AP.
Oh, 11 damage. All right, we're going to roll some determination real quick.
Yep.
Suck it all.
Cool. So yeah.
So I take
that
2
to your
shock.
Okay. No wounds from that.
Nope.
Cool. You are not poisoned then, as opposed to Lorn, who is.
You haven't heard of Lemuria? Allow me to educate you.
Reeb, you are up.
Can I quickly like shout to the fucking elf over here?
Absolutely.
Excuse me, are you responsible for the guard up by the elevator?
She begins like chuckling over the arms fire and like shots of crystalline weapon and crackling power sword. Did you like my handiwork?
Yes, I did. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to pull out the las gun, and I'm going to zap him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medic!
I will. I'm not going to go over. You're out
Medic.
of cover.
I'm doing the Team Fortress 2 medic call. Medic!
You're just hitting the hotkey.
Yeah, I'm just medic!
Zoran, you're the fucking heavy that is so badly out of position near the enemy's sentry gun.
No,
Over and over again.
I'm cover. You used the tank as cover.
Excuse me! I'm in need of medical attention!
I don't have a sandwich. I need help.
I'm gonna blast this guy because I'm not getting out
Damn
of cover for 1 minute.
Sure.
You crazy? No. So let's see, it's Mastercraft, but so I get 2. You said I get 2 from that, so no bonus die.
Don't get caught in the southern crossfire.
Medic! So this is... I also noticed that we're not on a grid, technically.
Correct. We're not using the grid. Just use the...
And then I shall fire the las gun. Blast with a 5.
That will hit, so give me damage.
Okay, I don't have to shift anything because it's life, but it's Mastercraft. This thing gives me the bonuses. No bonus die. Zap! Hit him for 9.
Nice. Okay. That strikes and seems to do a fair amount of damage.
It says salvo 2. So that's
is it also rapid fire?
Yeah, las gun's a rapid fire.
So you would also get whatever the rapid fire rating on the las gun is as extra damage dice.
It is
oh,
one.
so I would. So
It's 1. So roll another dice.
Yeah. Okay, that's why.
Okay, actually 4 is enough to kill that poor Dark Eldar. So 4 damage, just like you come across, aim, fire, the sort of red bolts go searing out, crisscrossing. A few of them hit the bottom of the barrel, or the crate that the Dark Eldar is behind, and then the other ones score up the top of his body, and he collapses down.
Hey, Lorn, just as a suggestion, you might want to get behind cover because I'm not.
It's not my turn, but I was hoping my medic would help, but it's
Don't
use me as
You had to be a big, cool dude and put yourself in every person's
What else
firing
am I
arc.
supposed to do?
You should have watched, you should have watched out for those crystals,
And I
King.
still get hit. Oh man, I got these arbitrators helping me out. I wish Reeb was my friend.
I hate you.
Damn! So yeah, these arbitrators start moving up. You see that this Xeno starts like moving over to here and is trying to sort of do a dance around with this arbitrator. He fires his necromantic deprivator, and does hit. So only gets this. Does some back and forth firing there. You can see the other arbitrators have sort of moved up to try to provide Lorn with some cover. There's a couple of them that are just like moving up, taking some pot shots here and there. Like Lorn, you've got this one arbitrator that's come in front of you, but then the one beside the crate is gunned down, and you just see him get like riddled full of like these shards, and he collapses up against the crate beside you.
I look at him and it's like a true friend who came to his allies' aid.
I'm going to straight up caber toss you out of this call.
This Dark Eldar rushes up and sees Braine and like raises up his rifle and takes a shot. I believe a 5 will hit you, right? Oh no. What's your defense right now? Normally,
It is 5 on the money.
okay. So yeah, we'll hit you and then like fires a few more shards and only does 11 points of damage to you. These little things. Does that actually break your resilience?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so give me determination to see if you can soak. If you can.
How
soak
much shock are you running with right now, dude?
Oh, I'm out of shock now. So I will take 1.
Are you at 0 shock, by the way?
I am now, but if being at 0 shock fucks me over hard, I would just take the 2 wounds.
Okay, so when you are at 0 shock, you are exhausted, so you probably want to keep the 1 shock on you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just take 2 wounds. It doesn't matter much to me.
Yeah, because exhausted is you can only walk, crawl, or perform a basic combat action.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to be a lot more secure on my next turn, so I'm not so worried about massive amounts of incoming fire.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Okay. And that's it for all of them, except for this one, who she rushes up and pulls out this whip weapon, which she crashes down onto the arbitrator in front of you, Lorn. And you see this weapon sort of come back up and go straight down as she crackles it.
No! No!
God, Lord.
Hentai Lash of Agonies. Boy, you're a funny motherfucker, ain't you?
And
Fuck you!
and then this poor arbitrator dies a terrible death as this lash goes across her neck and like pulls and tightens until there's this cracking sound, and then the arbitrator falls, and she's standing right there with this whip and pistol,
I will avenge
staring
you,
at
nameless
you.
Albite. I will avenge you.
Okay. That's it for all of those. That's round 1. We come into round 2. At this point, at the start of the round, you start hearing shouting over from this direction, and sort of more disparate fire, and you just hear this ogroid voice yelling down the halls.
It's time to riot, boys. Get them all down. Win all freedom.
Is that the Tangerine Man?
And as you say that, Pyrene, you also see the Xenos ship outside is just glistening with explosions as these shells are striking into the spikes of its hull, and you see actually one sort of serrated blade coming out of the ship's hull break off and start flying off, burning in the atmosphere, and that's sort of the backdrop to this combat here. Okay, top of the round, who wants to go first?
So, to stop Lorn from having to make bad checks, I will move out of cover now that we have people up here.
Wait. I have a solution for you. Let me go first. I have a solution for you. So the first thing you hear in the background, basically echoing as you hear things of battle, and decide if I can take some narrative like liberties, if you don't mind. All you just hear in the background is just Chonkas yelling, "I'm top bits now!" and you hear like there's a crash or something, and destruction going. But I will basically, and Lorn will look at the fallen Albite. A tear will streak down his face, and he'll put his hands together and start bringing them to his side as a golden molten orb begins to form. And I call beam, and then and I shoot a molten beam straight out, no longer inhibited by the necklace. And as I'm shooting forth, I'm hitting the main Dark Eldar lady who whipped my Arbite friend to death, and I fire forth the molten beam, and it shall be this roll. Give me a second. Grabbing molten beam and then and as it goes, I get a 7.
Molten bean.
A 7 will hit.
And as it hits, and the beam strikes her for 18 points of damage, Lorn starts to wither.
He does start to wither, and suddenly
He's just medic.
he's just medic. As he returns back to the frail old man, as all of his mass and muscles seem to like slick off like water into this molten beam that blasts out towards this foul Xenos, smashing into her central chest plate, and you just hear this as she lets out this horrific scream as she takes the brunt of this horrific damage. She feels no pain, however, but she doesn't make her determination roll. So she takes a ton of damage and like staggers back, though she is still standing after taking that. The blast tearing out a chunk from her side, the sort of like rivulets of melting Xenos armor dripping down, and her eyes go steely as she stares at the frail old man before.
Well, nice doing business with you. I run this way for my movement action, and I chill back there in cover behind these crates and stuff.
Might I make a suggestion, because you kind of jumped into that real quick? Could you knock yourself down a glory and say that you interrupted to that way allow another PC to go immediately after you if you want?
Okay.
Just saying you might want to do that.
Okay.
Who would like to go next?
Can I do something? Because I see an opportunity for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no problems with it.
GM, I believe this is within my movement. It seems to.
What do you want to do? Don't worry too much about the exact measurements here. What do you?
Reeb is going to mantle the box and charge at the elf with a melee attack.
Okay.
I just
Levi,
got here.
Oh well, can I medicate him and then do it?
Absolutely, because a natural Medicaid means you don't take a penalty on your Medicaid check.
Congratulations, Lord. I'm going to activate medicine on you.
I literally adjusted it. I was going to look at you going, why are you leaving? Why are you running? Why do you leave?
Lorn, you get 4 wounds back from that.
Neat. I would have
I put my hands on top of Lorn's head and I crick it slightly so that his spine's back in alignment.
just like, thanks.
You unsealed his chakras.
Yeah. Now you can do the Shadow Clone no jutsu. Yes, I'm going to charge into melee.
I just assume that, like, Reeb has this moment, I'm not even going to make you roll for it, where you just, like, hop up on the box and do this, like, running jump off.
Yep, and instead of my little scalpel, I pull out the fun little splinter that I had.
Okay.
And I'm going to jam it right into that hole that Lorn just blew into her armor.
Impressive. Give me a weapon skill test.
Can I dump the rest of the glory, please? My weapon's still good, but it's
Spin of
like...
glory. I don't know why we had to spin of glory. None of our turns started yet. Like I just.
It was why you had to, because otherwise I would have got to act in between you and Reeb. So I figured you would.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Yeah, you can say.
Otherwise I would have attacked you and you would have died. So.
Here we go. Let's see if it works. Bingo 6 crit. Great. Complication.
Okay.
Is 6 sufficient, or do I need to use my last wrath?
6 is sufficient.
I will do a wrath anyway.
Okay.
And turn that into a 6.
Which is good, yes. And a complication.
Joy. Oh, did someone refund my wrath?
Yeah, you have 1 left now.
Oh, can I do another one?
I mean, you
Can I
can't. It's only you already hit, so you only would be rolling 1 die.
I want to shift. Is the problem?
You
it's
can't.
not worth it.
You can't shift any here. So okay. So what you can do for damage though would be roll me 1 damage dice.
So just 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6, and then I add the base damage of the weapon type, so it'll be 8. Okay. She will make a test real quick.
Can I attempt to make a narrative declaration?
Of course you can.
I have and by the way, might be a long shot, so feel free to veto me.
Oh, of course.
But this Cerebite is in bad shape, right?
Yes, especially now that she's having
Yeah.
like a hunk of her have like poison shit jammed into her by a medical professional.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that this Kabalite warrior has wanted to take her position for some time. And now her back is turned to him. And he might just see his time to strike.
Unfortunately, I don't know if we have a glory to...
Oh, no, but I have a wrath.
But the question that I have to go on his side for this one. Your character probably does not know that.
Oh, I'm not affected.
Oh no. This is him trying to make a narrative declaration to just like make me hurt myself.
Yes, that is it. It's not my turn. This is not a hybrid action.
I'll allow it on 2 conditions.
Sure.
1, it will take both of your wrath points.
Okay.
And 2, I will make that attack action, but then I will still get a regular action after that.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, is she poisoned?
You can tell that like you've done extra damage to her, but it doesn't look like she's taken poison from it. It's more like you've managed to get up and just kind of like shove something into the wound and like basically hit like this molten wound, which has caused extra pain, but she's not poisoned.
Damn it, that was my one hope with this, because I figured we were going to be fighting a bullshit boss, and I was like, I'm going to use poison. without using the gun.
Like fucking Dark Souls tactics here. I'm pulling on my poison throwing knives and getting the poison going.
And it would have worked. Meddling determination roll.
That's right. We got away with it. All right. And then, as was declared, Speaker, do you have a name for this this Dark Eldar right here?
Well, of course.
Yeah, what's their name?
His name is obviously Hatsumanariel.
I hate you, but sure.
You gotta wrath point back, Speaker.
And Hatsumanariel does turn and raises his necromantic deprevator at the Cyberite and unloads. Missing and complicating, so get fucked you. Let's see here. The complication.
How does he die? How does he fuck up so badly?
His is a unnecessary attention, which is suddenly all enemies are now focused on this traitor, Hatsumanariel. Thank you, by the way, patron Demon1234100 for this. You expected me to use this complication on a PC, but I'm kind of using it on a PC because Hatsumanariel is like an honorary PC now. Yeah. As the Dark Eldar fires and misses on their action, and now like there are shouts of, "So you'll be wanting my throne, eh? Well, you're not taking it from me." And so the Cyberite goes, and she like turns to face Reeb. And Reeb, she's taking a double action here, so she is going to take a penalty on this, but she's going to attack you point blank with her murder dick shooter pistol.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
that's an alpha special. It was very much in his commentary notes for this session. Will a 3, because she'll take a -2 to that. Will a 3 hit you? Your defense. Reeb.
Me?
Yeah, Reeb.
Oh.
My defense is still a 3.
3, right?
Okay, cool. So she strikes you at close range still for 11 points of damage total.
Okay, that means with my resilience of 8, so I would need to do a resolve, or not a
determination.
Determination, excuse me.
Yeah, as she like shoots you point blank.
That wasn't what I meant to do. /R 3d6.
Yeah.
Fuck. So I take 2 wounds.
2
and
wounds,
1 shock.
One shock, and you feel like poison coursing through you. With that, however, she takes her lash and lashes it out towards Hatsumanariel, taking a like cracking whip strike against.
And failing.
Jesus, that was like 10, 11 dice, and she only got a 2.
The agents of Vect strike.
Fuck you and that bullshit stratagem. All right, who would like to go next?
I would like to go.
Wait, can I go? Because I fear that he's going to try to kill me in retribution, and I can take out both of my aggressors.
Sure, why not?
Thanks, sorry.
Thanks, sorry, but Thirsty's gonna try to kill me.
Yeah, Thirsty's gonna want revenge for this person, so I'm running in. I'm coming here. I'm gonna multi-attack these 2 fucking bad boys. So okay. Is it the second one that's at +2 difficulty, or is it just 1 attack +2 difficulty? Sorry, we haven't played in a while.
So you're okay. So you're doing a multi-attack.
Yeah, I want to get both of these guys.
So they're separate attacks.
Okay.
So you would nominate the first one, and then they're both at +2 to their basically to their armor. So they have defense 7 effectively.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. In that case, how much glare do you have? Basically none at all. All right. I am going to just swing. I'm charging in. I got my.
Which one are you nominating first?
We're gonna take out this guy first.
Okay.
All right, and let us roll to see what occurs. And that is a total of 8 successes.
That will hit. Okay. You can't shift any of them, but you will hit.
That's fine. I don't need anyone else. I am just gonna roll.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, you come, there's like, I don't know, like Braine on ice, skating in, decapitate the one Dark Eldar, turning around to make your swing on the second.
Yeah, I'm coming in high on him, low on this guy, trying to slice through this guy's torso. One slick, clean motion. If my character sheet will load,
And then he explodes.
and then
Explodes. Good.
Oh no, he has martyrdom from fucking Call of Duty. Nice.
You got a crit.
But so if I crit and I don't hit his defense, does that count as a miss?
Let's see.
Doesn't he have just 6?
An attack that misses does not trigger a critical hit.
Well,
no,
that's cool.
It's 5, but it's 7 because he multi-attacked. Because it's +2 to the difficulty.
I mean, you have
technically-
a 1 wrath die left, so.
Technically, also, it is 8 because you've taken damage by, so you have wounds missing, so all of your difficulties are actually increased by another 1.
Oh well, I'll reroll regardless.
Okay, so yeah, use the. There you go. There we go.
I think a 14 might do it.
Goodbye.
So
roll 2d6. I just want to see what the crit is. Just to describe how this terrifying thing happens.
Yeah. 56.
56. Bone-shattering impact. A crippling blow smashes the foe's body, reducing arms, legs, and ribs to fractured splinters. It's dead. Like,
yeah. I cut him, and it's like if some anime, I cut half of this box too, and it starts to slide.
Oh, yeah. Like you have the moment, and then the box slides out.
He unsheaths and then resheaths his sword without even seeing him move.
Yeah, exactly.
I will soon learn the 3-sword style.
That's my turn.
Okay. I will activate the scared one. We'll go 1. And while running, we'll shoot you, Pi. He takes a penalty because he's scared right now. It's only -1 penalty, and you're in the open, but whatever. God fucking.
Oh, what a shame!
I rolled 3. I got greedy. I should have taken the safe bet and shot at Zedek, but no, I got greedy and then felt spiteful. Zedek, you make.
That's so unfortunate. I'm so sorry, Thurston.
Not wanting our medic to get. What a rotten way to die. Not seeing our medic, Reeb, being imperiled and almost certainly about to get whipped, I'm going to take the opportunity to move up and put on my move thing yet. Here we go. Get it right. Get close. Get real close.
Real close.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the grid stuff. Like, put it where.
Okay.
We're trying to get rid of the grid system.
I'll just essentially wench myself in between Reeb and the Sybarite, do a flourish of my power sword, and ram it through that hole if I can. As soon as it rolls.
Yeah, ram it through that hole. I mean, what?
Just make it easier.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay, yeah.
Embarrassing too.
I have an embarrassing failure. There we go.
Embarrassing. You have no more breath die, Zedek.
Okay, that will just hit. Actually, no, it won't. It misses. Get wrecked, actually. My apologies. She has 1 higher. Haha. Unless you want to spend that 1 glory point.
Yes.
Spend it, boy. Get lucky. Get a 6.
Hopes and dreams.
And you got a 1.
Thanks. It's good. It's good. makes me feel happy about
That's
life.
suffering.
However, actually,
Mario game over noise.
Luckily, I don't have many more that I can use against you because this one has to obey to the rules of the complication and try to kill Hatsumanariel, who I now view as simply an extension of Speaker D that I might be able to kill. So this one comes around the corner and seeing the enterprising Dark Eldar Hatsumanariel, who has taken advantage of his Cyberite's weakness. This one is a loyal Dark Eldar who doesn't betray their GM and just unloads at point blank into Hatsumanariel.
Yeah.
And misses, because fuck my life.
Hatsumanariel!
Speaker, I'm going to give you a gimme. We need to knock Hatsune Mineral unconscious and take them as prisoner.
No! Fuck! No!
Yes!
God.
Redemption arc.
All right, that's the end of that combat round.
You told us that we were going to be kidnapping a lot of people. I'm just obliging.
I like how you're all like, it's so wrong to kidnap the small rattling child. We must kidnap the
Rattling child.
Every arc.
I feel no compulsion.
Every season starts with a kidnapping.
Of course, it's tradition.
All right. Beginning of the combat round. Can you mark me down a ruin point, please?
Oh boy.
Ruin
point. Hatsune Mineral suffers a heart attack.
A fatal heart attack, a fatal brain aneurysm, overdoses on ketamine and dies.
Fuck
So
you.
before we start, Hulky, you got one wrath back. We're gonna get back one glory. Zedek gets additional one, and okay, yeah, that'll be that and some secret good stuff.
Secret good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use that that rune point I spent to activate the Cyberite before all of the remaining initiatives, and then I'm going to strike into you two. She is going to multi-attack. She is going to start by taking her lash of agonies and striking at Captain Zedek.
I would like to make a reflexive action and sidestep, so I will gain defense.
All right.
Oh, and Thursday.
It's a complication, isn't it?
It's a complication. Thanks to that person. Just tell me.
Okay, I've been waiting on this one. Don't worry. I know exactly what this complication is. It's a perfect complication. Will a 6 hit you with the sidestep?
Let me see. Why did I have my
Probably.
defense marked out as higher? Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
But my defense
Yeah,
goes
do
higher.
what you're seeing.
Resilience
Don't
goes
worry
up
about
to a
my
10.
things.
Yeah.
I still gotta fix mine at some point, but it's
Yeah,
So
I would have a
res-
defense of 4 and resilience of 10.
Cool.
resilience is good because
I will
resilience will
do
soak it.
8 points with AP minus 2 though, with the hentai lash of agonies.
So it'd be a total of 10?
Yeah. But then you get your resilience, and then you get your determination and stuff.
Yeah, so if you have 10 determination total with the AP2, you're at 8, so nothing happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Or
you-
you take you take a shock.
You take a shot.
I will reduce
Damn.
my
Now I'm going to invoke this lovely complication from Zijika, which really is just meant to add further complication to the Hatsune Mineral drama. This patron-inspired complication is called "I like a girl who can kick my ass," and Captain Zedek, you think she's flirting with you?
Fuck's sake.
Are you fucking...
Don't worry. If you thought this was bad enough, I am also going to fire the murder dick shooter at you.
No!
And that will definitely hit you.
I'm gonna brain you with a glass bottle.
Good. This is good. We're having fun here. And 13 points of damage to you.
Does Zedek die?
No, that's to you, Reeb.
Okay, let me see here. So that's still 8, and that would leave me with 5. So
You'd
I'm going-
have 1 left, but you still get determination if you have any shocks.
So star 3d6. Jack and shit. I take 5 extra hit points. So
Yeah,
down to-
as you feel the shards of the shooter impale into you, and again you just feel sort of woozy as these weapons penetrate your skin, and she's meanwhile got the lash kind of like playfully around Zedek's shoulder. That's my action for her. Who would like to go next?
I would like to redeem myself and not let Reeb die.
Yeah.
I like how all of you are like me.
Yeah. I'll let Zedek go. Zedek's been going last for a while, so Zedek, you go.
Okay, I just need to medicate myself before something dumb happens.
Go.
Well, to be fair, I only have 2 other people who can act. One of them is going to shoot Speaker D on the run out, and then the other one is going to shoot at Hatsune Mineral.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no, that's fine then.
So,
Just with the whip kind of wrapped around me, but not really doing any damage, I'll grab onto me like, You think you can hurt me worse than the Hive hurt me? I think you're out of your... And I will attack with the power sword again.
Okay.
Don't fail.
Say something cool, say something cool, say something cool.
Depth as I plunge the sword through the molten hole in her torso.
That'll hit. Would you like to spend the... Would you like to spend a wrath to fish for more shift abilities, or add the glory to get an extra point of damage? Your choice. Both even.
I guess I'll re-roll and try and get more damage. I want to make this nightmare stop.
Okay, sadly not. Would you like to spend the glory point for the extra damage?
We just got 5 glory.
Okay, yeah.
Would you like to spend 6 glory to add 6 damage to this flat?
Oh my god.
Sure. If the party is okay with that.
I guess.
Whatever. Take it.
Okay. So what? 6 to the damage bot. Okay.
Yeah. No, not the mod. Sorry, just to roll normally and then add 6 to whatever you get total. So.
Okay. Fuck. Hold on.
I believe in you.
Oh no. So it'll be a 15 AP minus 3.
Describe how you murder this Dark Eldar.
Ooh. So as the sword plunges through her, I will just kind of crank the power handle on the power sword and just overcharge it and see if I can just cause her to detonate with the raw energy.
Is that how that works?
And just pull. I don't
No,
know
but
if
it's
fucking power
fucking
works.
cool.
I will pull her in very briefly as the sword is charging up to maximum fuck.
Don't.
And just whisper.
Fuck.
Omae
You
omu
are-
shinderu.
Where the fuck is Zedek from?
Then she explodes.
Okay. I need to like add to this, because as you pull her in to state this, like the backdrop of the immense Xenos ship as it just starts to like explode violently, as you could start seeing torpedoes strike, and it begins to veer off until another like torpedo strike smashes into it, snapping its spine and causing its debris to start falling into the gas giant. And then like as you have this, you turn her around so she can see her ship exploding, and then she dies.
You whisper Japanese words into her ear.
And then what happens is very, very quickly, this Xenos here goes and attempts one last time to kill Hatsune Ariel, because I believe in myself. And
Zoran,
I
did I get 2 fucking wrath back?
Yeah, you did.
This Xenos...
Wait, Hulky!
Can I make a narrative declaration with 2 of my wrath?
What would you? Oh god damn! I like how we're changing the narrative. Like I will declare something bullshit for 1. I will declare something like absolute bullshit by spending 2. Sure. What's your absolute bullshit story you want to spin here, Hulky?
So Hatsune Ariel, seeing as the deed is already done, knowing that he can probably, or they can probably ascend the position that the Sybarite once held, sees it as a good opportunity to run and locate the webway portal they came in on.
No, hang on. I want to. No, please. I had an idea. You freak.
I will say, like, Hatsune Ariel, there is no webway portal here because they use their webway portal.
But what if Hatsune Ariel was an agent of Vect with a personal webway portal?
What if Halo and Muff were pieces of shit?
I gave you Hatsune Ariel this session. You can be fucking happy with that.
Can I go next?
Yes, you may go next after this one fails to strike.
You failed.
You the real one. You the real one.
I did my best.
Okay, I'm going to do 2 actions. So one of them is going to be... so let me think. So this would be...
Question. Sorry, I was multitasking. Did Zedek actually use Wrath? Or?
No.
No, it's not happening,
Keep going,
so I
Reeb.
can't.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to go up Is Minera, whatever the fuck, looking in our direction, or are they looking this way?
They're kind of transfixed on the fact that, like, you have murdered the pirate queen, and now they are regretting their life choices.
I'm going to run up to this Eldar and roll a Medicaid and knock them unconscious.
Like the one that was, like, shooting this one here?
No, Hatsum and Ariel. I'm gonna knock them out.
Okay.
Prisoner, goddammit.
Yeah, totally. You've got some, like, crazy drug shit. Give me a Medicaid check. Why the fuck not?
Let's see what happens. Give me that 8 and a glory.
Yeah, you like as Hatsum Ariel is staring at the downed Cyberite, the leader of their warband, and being shot at by the like one loyal Drakari left. Like fucking Reeb menacingly approaches with a syringe, just jams that into Hatsum Ariel's like exposed neck plate, and the Dark Eldar immediately drops their weapon and just collapses down onto the ground unconscious. I fucking hate you. Don't try me more.
No, I want to ask something. Can I describe it?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
The Eldar is standing there while rounds completely miss this Eldar. They're just like flying over their shoulder, and they're just standing looking at the corpse. Reeb walks up and goes, "Judo chop!"
Christ.
Play of the game.
Kino. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and was that all that I could do? Because that's unnatural Medicaid. Can I shoot, or is that no?
I'll let you shoot. I mean, there's one fucking Dark Eldar left. Please shoot. please end my suffering.
Your suffering will be legend.
It's fair.
Even
No, don't worry. It was a 4 and a crit, so I missed. Oh, wait, no, I can wrath. So it's a 6 and a crit.
I'm just... judo chop, raise pew, dead. And then the last one here, like, rushes off, and then you hear the voice of Chonkus briefly
No.
before that one disappears. Oh.
I wanted to cast Crush on him. It's okay.
He ran off and Chonkus got him.
It's okay.
You got your molten fucking beam on the boss that landed strike but let the boss
I
die.
just wanted to turn someone into a meatball.
people ask you how you're doing, and you just have to say you're fine, but you're not fine.
You wanted to make meatball. You wanted to make meatball so
I
bad.
just want to make meatball.
Dun 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 dun.
So with that, all of the Dark Eldar have been slain. The Arbinis are wounded, having been fighting other Dark Eldar that look more clearly on the combat map. Because, and then as you see in the distance the vessel collapsing into the great gas giant, off in the distance, though still far away, but close enough, you see the hull of the debt collector fly into view, and you can see what appear to be shuttles making their way towards you. And that is where we will end today's session.
Very good.
Hooray!
Exceedingly good. I'm so happy.
Look forward to further adventures with Hatsum and Ariel.
I can't fucking wait to like message Alpha and be like, so about our next art order. ...
Also, I saw this in the tribe chat, and I'm so mad at myself. Someone posted discombobulate.
Discombobulate. Yes, true.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, we need to say authoritatively right now, because I didn't imagine Hatsum and Ariel what exactly they look like until I had to come up with a name for them. And I don't know what's funnier, if it's just like if Hatsum and Ariel's a woman, or just a man with Hatsune Miku hair.
Oh.
Hatsune Miku helmet.
Well,
Find out another time on the whatever the fuck adventures these have become.
Find out next week's folks.
But for real, this marks the end of our first season, because our next story
season
arc will
1's
begin
done.
next episode. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Now we'll go straight into season 2, and we'll let the artist decide what that Dark Eldar looks like. If you
true.
And if you would like doing art and stuff, we appreciate our art team of a bunch of awesome people who do art on the Discord. We thank everybody who attends to the Discord itself and having fun with us there. You can always go on, I think it's discord.gg/ZoranTheBear. And also you can find the link to it down below the Twitch stuff in the Twitch info bars or the about section if you're looking on the mobiles. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you to the folks who do an awesome job. We're going to do this a little quickly. Speaker Dave, thank you so much.
Yes, I am Speaker D. I am still a guy. You can find me on Twitter at Super Snake Kick, and you can find me on the YouTube at Speaker D, and you can find me in the stars watching over you as you dream.
Mr. Earndil, thank you very much.
Yes, my name is Earndil. You can find me at Twitter at Earndilio, because I don't have anything else to plug. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. HulkyKrow, for being here.
Thank you for having me, Zoran. You can find me at HulkyKrow on Twitter, and usually lurking in Zoran's Discord, and probably making an ass of myself as usual.
And thank you to our illustrious game master, Thurston Hillman.
I don't even know what the fuck is happening in this game anymore.
We're having a good time, man.
I love you all. Thank you for listening. What is reality? But seriously,
we're having a good time.
We're having a good time. This is hilarious.
And remember, for those who watch the not Warham stuff, whatever, on this channel, the subathons next week. So if you want to come in and help support the channel and everybody else here, thank you. Remember, Patreon, we're almost hitting our goal for Warham's Fantasy, for the Warhammer Fantasy campaign. We're almost near that on our Patreon, which is or basically patreon.com/Warhams. And also, we're making a Warham's character with our new cast member, who will be there on Sunday. And her name's Odoroshi. She is fantastic, and we hope that you guys give her a very warm welcome for joining us for the Warham's Fantasy thing. So we hope you guys arrive on Sunday, which is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys get to help make her character. You guys get to influence a whole bunch of stuff. So we hope you show up. We're super happy to have her. So with that, everybody, thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Thanks and goodbye, everybody.
Farewell.
Boy. Yes. Agents of X is a totally valid strategy you should use in every game that you can. It's really fun. It's very character fun to play. It's a don't move about it.
The torture never ends. It's fucking awesome.